The following is a presentation of Grayson Publishing.
It's time for Howe Bulldogs football on HoweEnterprise.com.
Mason Riggs, toss right side. He's got a block. He's got a clear lane, and it's touchdown time in Texas. Handoff left side for Griffin. He's got the 45. He's got the 40. Dragging him into the 38-yard line.
Howe Bulldogs football is brought to you by Cavender Home Theater, Sonic of Howe, Scoggins Funeral Home, Kiri's Coffee Company.
Zach Hudson, you are a gambling maniac.
Howe Bulldog football is also brought to you in part by Tech Wave, Buck Snort Barbecue, Abby's Restaurant, Attorney Micah Belden, and the Howe Athletic Booster Club.
So fourth down and Riverboat Gambler time at the 2-yard line. The Bulldog fans are on their feet. Both sides at full throat. 4th and 2. Barrels over a defender into the end zone. It's touchdown time in Texas.
Now let's go live to the stadium with Monty Walker and Michael Mosier.
Well, hello, football 2017. It is football time in Texas. Here for the Howe Bulldogs, a new season, a new offense, lots of new changes, brand new coaching staff. Michael, it's not even the same as it was a year ago, the last time we were here doing Howe Bulldog football. The offense is different, the coaching staff is different. There's been so many changes, but the core of the team and the values of the team and how they want to play is still the same.
Oh, yeah. You can only imagine that in these 4 years that we've been with Coach Hudson, that he's going to surround himself with tremendous staff.
And that's what he's done once again. Zach Hudson, he does two things really well. One, win football games, and two, put a tremendous coaching staff around him to help him achieve those accomplishments of winning football games. He's done a great job so far at Howe since 2013. He really got here in 13 when he kind of assessed what he had here at Howe and then went to work. And in 14, 15, 16, the Howe Bulldogs were absolutely incredible. And if you go back and look, you have to put your big boy pants on to beat the Howe Bulldogs. Over the past 3 years, the Howe Bulldogs are 24-8 in their last 32 games. The teams that have beaten Howe in those last 8 losses had a combined record of 95-15 and 3 state championships and 30 playoff games during that time. So, like I said, if you're going to beat the Howe Bulldogs, you better be a stud. And the bad and unfortunate thing tonight, a stud has come into Bulldog Stadium, and the Gunter Tigers, they are the defending state champions, 16-0, and it's been a long time since they've had a loss.
Right.
But one of their big losses was here, and we'll have the coin toss for you. We're going to put a sideline guy down in there. We have a new sideline guy tonight. We'll talk to him momentarily after the break. But Justin White will be roaming the sidelines, and we'll have him in the coin toss. We'll bring that for you. But getting back to the point here, Gunter, one of their losses, the most recent loss, was right here at Bulldog Stadium in 2015, and it was a 21-19 barn burner here. And I'll tell you what, it was a lot of fun that night. But what we remember about that night is a kid named Dylan Jantz. He was a sophomore, and we thought, we got 2 more years of this kid,
right.
And here he is, finally a senior, and maybe this is the last year we have to deal with Dylan Jantz.
Right, this may be a barn burner tonight too. I figure it's going to be a good ball game.
Yeah, we are going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll talk to Justin White, but let's do that real quick before the captains come out. We're going to take a quick one, and we'll of the year. Be right back.
Bulldog fans to come down to the Sonic in Howe for half-price shakes after 8 and open until midnight. Home games only.
Where you get great food and big smiles. And a little message for our Howe Bulldog football players. Go Bulldogs, fight Bulldogs, win, win, win. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
I'm attorney Micah Belden, an old-school black and white Howe Bulldog. In criminal defense, you need someone who fights like a bulldog. Call me now if you've been investigated, arrested, or charged with a crime in North Texas. My number is 903-744-4252. We'll set up a free consultation. You will find out that I'm rough, tough, and I can't get enough. Board certified in criminal law by the Texas Board of Legal Specialization, Principal Office, Sherman, Texas. Visit my website at shermancriminallawyer.com.
Hey, this is Monty Walker. Nothing in this town is a secret for long, but I've got one for you. I know you know all about Abby's Restaurant's Big Time Chicken Fried Steak, but this old bulldog can't get enough of their patty melt and grilled chicken patty melt. Just don't tell him where you heard it. Hey, it's a secret between you and me. Abby's Restaurant is Howe's own small town, small business, family-owned restaurant in the historic downtown district. Don't tell anybody about their patty melts, because I want one.
When life is at its most difficult, we surround ourselves with people who are kind, compassionate, and understanding. At Scoggins Funeral Home and Crematory, Tommy and Bobby K. Scoggins are those people. When tragedy hits, they will work for you and take care of what needs to be done for your loved ones. For more information about their services, visit ScogginsFuneralHome.com or call them at 903-482-5225. Scoggins Funeral Home. Their loving staff will take care of you and your loved ones.
Welcome back to Bulldog Stadium. Monty Walker along with Michael Mosier. And on the field tonight, a brand new voice that you'll be hearing from all year, Justin White. Justin, what's going on down on the sidelines?
Good to be with you guys this evening. Beautiful night for football, right?
That's absolutely right.
Yeah, as I was roaming here to the sidelines and just thinking about tonight, it's a good night for two reasons. One reason is because it is opening night for Howe High School football, but also too, you know, it's not as hot as it usually is in opening games. You know, it's about 83 degrees here right now. It's supposed to get down to about the high, the mid-70s later in the game. Looking at the flags, there's just a slight breeze coming through here from north to south, and so hopefully that won't the kicker. I know we haven't gotten to that much yet, but the kicker tonight, Callie Vick, a junior kicker, 5'5", 115-pound junior kicker, a female kicker. Well, I saw her drilling extra points here earlier, here just right before we went on, and was doing pretty good. I hear had an extra point against Aubrey in the scrimmage, so they're really depending on her, and that's really a nice luxury to have in high school football, especially in small school football, to be able to have a secret weapon like that, you know, with for extra points. Looking at also too a couple of things I was looking at with the freshman quarterback Kirby Cohealy. You know, it's not the first time you ever seen a quarterback come out and start as a freshman, but how many times I would like to be in the head of Cohealy tonight, being his first start varsity as a freshman, and your first game is against the defending state champions.
Yeah,
you know
that has to be. Yeah, it's a little bit intimidating for a kid that age.
But you know, I'm looking at him here during pregame drills. He looks calm, cool, and collected. You know, he's listed at 6'1", and he's every bit of that. Looks athletic, looks good running or throwing the ball on the run. So you know, he looks the part right now as far as quarterback. Looking at the field here, you know, we noted during you and I off air before the game that they had watered around 3 o'clock this afternoon. It's just a tad bit damp, but not much. I didn't see any footing issues with the players during pregame. Got a couple of divots here. Looks a little bit like my golf game. Just pulled a couple of divots out of the field here. But overall, it looks pretty pristine. It'll be kind of interesting to see, though, once you kind of get running in the middle, in between the hashes, what that'll be like.
All right, Justin, I appreciate it, and we'll check down with you at various points throughout the game. And great job down there. And we're happy to have you, and look forward to having you all year.
Look forward to be here.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the Howe Bulldogs, and we started on it a little bit. 24-8 over the last 32 games, and if you're going to beat Howe, you better be big boys. And there's a whole lot of big boys that have beaten Howe, but Howe has beaten anybody else. But if you're going to beat Howe, it's more than likely you're going to go 2 or 3 rounds deep, and that's how it's happened over the past several years. But in 2016, we're going to talk a little bit about last year's offense, because it was incredible. And I know everybody here at the stadium and everybody watching the game, it's boring. All they do is run the ball. Nobody throws it. It's boring. Well, who cares if all you're doing is averaging 385.31 yards per game, which is a school record. And that, my friends, is why you're going 2 and 3 rounds deep. and getting to be in those cold November games and December games, it's not
right,
but it's effective, and it's the way you win football games at this level. And the Howe Bulldogs have almost perfected that. However, they lost Dale West, the offensive coordinator for that slot T, got the head job at Collinsville, and all of a sudden, Coach Zach Hudson says we're going to run the wing T, which is extremely similar. It's almost the same, except it'll give you a wide receiver at times, and there'll be a split out, which will take some of the people out of the box. So it's the best of both worlds. You still get to run the ball. You run, and every once in a while you'll pop one. Because what they want to do is throw a jump ball to Ty Harvey, who can catch the football.
Yes, he can.
And now with the freshman quarterback with a good arm and the ability to run a little bit and throw on the run, that's going to be a great benefit for the Howe Bulldogs. It's something they have not been able to do over the past several years.
Yeah, you got a quarterback that can throw the ball, and then you got Ty Harvey standing in there at 6'6". You get it close to him, he's going to catch it.
Howe overall has a winning record against Gunter. This is the 32nd matchup in school history. Howe leads the overall series 18-13 and have outscored the Tigers 604 to 579. The Bulldogs were 17-1 up until the century changed over, and they lost 11 straight since 2011. But that streak ended in 2015. We were talking about a moment ago right here at Bulldog Stadium, and Howe had a 21-19 win that night. It was a great win. Came down to the fourth quarter, and just a fantabulous night that was. And prior to 2015, Howe had been waiting since 1997 when Howe traveled to Gunter and won 26-23. And that had been prior the previous time that they had beaten Gunter, which was a long time. And it's still the last time Howe has won at Gunter. So it's been since 97, since the internet was born, basically.
Internet.
And Howe's last win at Bulldog Stadium, we talked about that right here. And the last home win prior to that was back in 1996. So not a lot of success here against Gunter recently, but I tell you what, that Gunter program has been tremendous since Fazel has been over there. But you have to say same thing about the Howe Bulldogs. They've been tremendous since Zach Hudson got here. On this day in Howe Bulldog history, the only game ever played on September the 1st was back in 2006 when Howe lost to Blue Ridge 36-13. So hopefully on this day after tonight they'll be 1-1 on the season. Let's talk about Zach Hudson. He has 29 wins now, which ties him with Buck Smith. Buck was here, of course, from 1980 to 1984. So a win tonight would move him ahead of Buck Smith and only trail Norman Dickey, who has 51. And I'll tell you what, Mr. Dickey is a legend in his own mind. I'll tell you that. Jim Fryer right behind him at 41. Davey DeBose at 34. And then Buck Smith at 29. Hudson looking to move right ahead of Buck Smith. And hopefully here pretty soon we're going to have the coin toss. But let's do a quick timeout, and we'll be right back right after this.
You are invited to the one and only Buck Snort Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne, Texas. Your friends and neighbors say it's the best barbecue in North Texas. Now it's your turn to decide. Come taste the difference at Buck Snort Barbecue. For complete store information, including menu, location, and hours, click on bucksnortbarbecue.com. That's bucksnortbbq.com. Buck Snort Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne is a proud supporter of the Howe Bulldogs.
This is Michael Mosier inviting you to support your local Howe Athletic Booster Club. I may not be able to pronounce Enrique Comlero, but I can tell you that if he played for Howe, he would need your support. Memberships are $25 and are available at all home games. Your membership benefits not just high school programs, but also middle school sports. Please support your hometown kids, even ones that might have a name like Aljundo State.
Carrie's Coffee Co. in historic downtown Van Alstyne next to the post office is the #1 coffee shop hotspot serving Bulldogs, Panthers, and mascots everywhere. Carrie's Coffee Co. offers a variety of organic coffee and non-coffee beverages. Come visit Carrie's Coffee Co. in downtown Van Alstyne next to the post office. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Carrie's Coffee Co. is Texas quality.
Alexa, turn to HGTV.
Tune into HGTV on Dish. This is Fixer Upper.
It may be a gadget, but it sure is fun. You can change channels and search movie titles easier than ever with Alexa. The best part? It's free from Cavender Home Theater. Alexa, why wouldn't everybody have Dish from Cavender's?
I don't know that one.
Don't be left out. Call Cavender Home Theater today or go to CavenderTV.com.
All Bulldog fans to come down to the Sonic in Howe for half-price shakes after 8 and open until midnight. Home games only.
Where you get great food and big smiles, and a little message for our Howe Bulldog football players. Go Bulldogs, fight Bulldogs, win, win, win. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
I'm attorney Micah Belden, an old school black and white Howe Bulldog. In criminal defense, you need someone who fights like a bulldog. Call me now if you've been investigated, arrested, or charged with a crime in North Texas. My number is 903.
We surround ourselves with people who are kind, compassionate, and understanding. At Scoggins Funeral Home and Crematory, Tommy and Bobby K. Scoggins are those people. When tragedy hits, they will work for you and take care of what needs to be done for your loved ones. For more information about their services, visit ScogginsFuneralHome.com or call them at 903-482-5225. Scoggins Funeral Home. Their loving staff will take care of you and your loved ones.
Welcome back. As I thought for a moment we had some technical issues, but apparently we are back on or streaming. So we have changed over systems this year, so I hope you'll be patient with us because we have changed from one system. You might be able to print. The scoreboard graphics are a little bit better, but we hope that we are able to keep this thing patched together because we are testing something brand new tonight. And now we will all rise for the national anthem. Actually, this is the Howe School song. And that was the Howe School song. There's a victory line out of the back of the big Bulldog tunnel.
We will announce the captains of both teams.
And you can hear the familiar voice of Roger Tidwell, the PA voice of Bulldog Stadium, long time. And he's also the pastor at First Baptist Church in Howe, a familiar voice. And I tell you what, it's good to be back here at Bulldog Stadium and hearing the sights and the sounds and everything that goes on here because it is football time in Texas, and I cannot wait for touchdown time in Texas tonight for the Howe Bulldogs.
Right, I've been looking forward to it all day.
And the tunnel is blown up. The victory line is there. Gunter has their tunnel over here on the south end zone. The Bulldogs are in the north end zone. Howe's going to come out in all black tonight. Black pants, black socks, black shoes, black helmets, and black jerseys with white numbers. That's a very intimidating look. Howe also has the white sleeves with the black jerseys, so it's a very, very sharp look for the Bulldogs. And they are now coming out. They're in the end zone, in that north end zone, warming up. The Gunter coaching staff is now walking across the field. We're about to have the national anthem here fairly shortly, and we'll have the coin toss And remember, we've got Justin White with us who will be in the coin toss. And here come your Howe Bulldogs as now they're in the tunnel. Looks like they're going to be led out by Chase Harvey. It's Gunter who goes out first. They went through the tunnel there, and they're in all white with blue helmets, white pants, white jerseys, and the Bulldogs are about ready to carry that flag right on out of that tunnel. It's starting to move and it's starting to rock a little bit over there in the north end zone. And here they come. Clay Marshall carries the Texas flag, and Andrew Griffin carries the Bulldog flag. And what do we say about Andrew Griffin?
Andrew Griffin.
He's all Griffin.
He is all Griffin.
So the captains will be Clay Marshall, Ty Harvey. Did I say Chase Harvey a minute ago? It was Ty Harvey. And Dylan Moreau. And looks like Andrew Griffin. So on the flip side over there, it's going to be Zach Lowe and the quarterback, Dalen Bauer. So Bauer and Lowe. Lowe's the all-state line.
Tonight's ball game.
And now we'll have Justin White, our sideline announcer, will be right inside the coin toss. And we'll give it to him.
Number 85.
All right, gentlemen, for tonight's game, I'm going to call you black. I'm going to call you white. If I need captain, y'all come quickly, all right? Black, you're the home. White, you're the visiting team. You're going to call toss in here. That's tails and heads. Tails, heads. What's your call? Tails. What'd he call? You had one toss. One deferred. One deferred the second half.
And Gunter? And Gunter has won the toss, as you heard right there. They deferred to the second half, and it appears Howe's going to receive here to start the game. Gunter has turned their back to the north end zone. Howe will be moving right to left to start this football game and receiving. So trying to put some points on the board early. And we'll check with Justin White. Justin, how was that coin toss down there?
Look good here. You know, these guys right here, I tell you what, big old Clay Marshall, I tell you what, 6'1", 295, he is every bit of it. He's a big boy down here. Some big guys here on the Bulldogs.
All right, we're ready for the national anthem. Everyone is removing their caps, and we're just about ready. The Boy Scouts are in the end zone getting the flag ready to run up the flagpole, and the Pride of Howe marching band will play our national anthem. Whenever you're ready, Miss Liss. It is football time in Howe, Texas. Gunter, the state champions, defending state champions, have entered Bulldog Stadium 16-0 a year ago, and the Howe Bulldogs with brand new coaches and a complete new staff and a new offense will try it out tonight here in just a moment as we're just about ready to see that brand new Michael Hartsfield wing tee as he's brought it in as, again, Dale West a year ago had the most prolific Howe offense in the school history, but he's gone. He's over in Collinsville. He's head coach over there, and rightly so. He's done a great job over here the past 3 years, and he got a promotion, and good for him.
Yeah, and I hated to see him go, but wish him the best of luck.
So it appears Howe the football first, as Gunter won the toss, have deferred to the second half. And doing the kicking for Gunter is going to be Evan Gonzalez, right-footed kicker. Ball's on the 40. Takes a step, kicks it deep, way deep. Going to be taken by Mason Riggs at about the 2-yard line. Slips back, and he's got some room to the 10 and busted out of bounds early at about the 17-yard line, maybe the 16. So Howe's going to start from their own 16-yard line to start this football game and start this 2017 season. Moving right to left. Brand new quarterback, freshman Kirby Cohealy, wearing the number 2, will throw his first pass tonight, most likely in this new wing T offense. Al breaks the huddle, and already now the whistle blows that we're ready to go. Cohealy in shotgun formation. We haven't seen a shotgun here in many years. Everybody tight, and now Mason, and he's busted down. Looked like he had a seam for a moment ago, but it was shut down quickly after a gain of maybe 2 yards. Second down and 8 coming up. Andrew Griffin, and that's the thing about this Gunter defense. They're so fast. They have some of the fastest outside edge guys that can shut down that sweep in a hurry.
Yeah, and Dylan Jantz, our favorite, he made the stop on that play.
So we'll say the ball was started at the 17, now up to the 21-yard line. Still shotgun formation. 2 men in the backfield, handoff, and Griffin once again, he'll fight forward to about the 22, maybe a yard gain on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and long, and this is Ty Harvey time. This is why you're in the wing T. They can split Harvey out and see what happens here. You can throw a jump ball for about 5 yards and see if Cohealy can hit Harvey or even Devin Porter, the tight end system, but a big target. Porter 6'3". Nobody split out wide. Harvey the wing back here, and Cohealy in shotgun, 2 backs. He's going to keep it himself right up the middle, and he'll gain a yard. It'll be 4th down and punt time. He gained about 3 yards as they'll spot the ball at about the 26. Marking for 4, and it's punt time for Howe starting this football game.
Yeah, good penetration up front by the Tigers.
Hunter Cheatham is back to punt. Dylan Moreau will protect for him right in front. And Cheatham's punt, right-footed, high wobbly kick past the midfield stripe, takes a good Howe bounce inside the 40, and to be on the far side, killed at about the 37-yard line, and that's where Gunter will start for the first time in 2017. There's 10:06 on the clock. We are underway. Early goings, Stadium, no score.
Yeah, it's good to see Winston Moss down that ball there on the sideline. It's good to see him back.
Yeah, he's been out for quite some time.
Guys, I'm going to tell you real quick here. It was kind of funny that first play. Coach Hudson's in midseason form. He was already animated out there yelling at one of his players to get a block on that first play of the game.
1st and 10, left to right. Shotgun formation for Gunter. And this is going to be a quarterback keeper right up the middle, met immediately right at the 40, a gain of 2. Dalen Bauer was met hard right up.
Andrew Griffin, doing Andrew Griffin. He met him hard right there in that hole.
We call it a 3-yard gain up to the 40. And with 9:47 and rolling here in the first quarter, no score. Shotgun for Bauer again. This time he's going to toss right side, and that's Jantz. Look out. He's got the 50. He's got the 40. With that speed, you can kiss him goodbye. He is gone. Touchdown Gunter. It didn't take him long. On the second play of the season, Jantz goes 60 yards.
Yeah, Gunter got out there and sealed that outside edge. And he's got enough speed. Once he got out in the open field, he was gone.
9:32 on the first quarter clock. And in for the 2-point conversion, I believe, is Bauer.
Yes, sir.
So already Gunter up 8-0 with 9:32 on the clock here in the first. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back right after this.
You are invited to the one and only Bucks North Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne, North Texas. Now it's your turn to decide. Come taste the difference of Bucks North Barbecue. For complete store information, including menu, location, and hours, click on bucksnorthbarbecue.com. That's bucksnorthbbq.com. Bucks North Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne is a proud supporter of the Howe Bulldogs.
This is Michael Mosier inviting you to support your local Howe Athletic Booster Club. I may not be able to pronounce Enrique Comlero, but I can tell you that if he played for Howe, he would need your support. Memberships are $25 and are available at all home games. Your membership benefits not just high school programs, but also middle school sports. Please support your hometown kids, even ones that might have a name like Aljundo Dankenstater.
On that one.
All right. We'll check down with Justin White here in just a moment as talk about animated. Coach Hudson was very animated there after that touchdown of 60 yards by Dylan Jantz. Here's the Tech Wave kickoff. And it's going to be taken by Andrew Griffin at the 9-yard line, coming near side from right to left, barrels over a defender, and actually he got pushed back a little bit. Cade Courtney wanting a flag on the other side, but looks like Howe's going to set up shop, moving right to left here from their own. We'll see where they spot it at the 23-yard line. Howe will start on their second possession.
Yeah, that was a full head of steam by Andrew Griffin. That's a pretty good lick.
2 plays, 60 yards on the drive for Gunter. And this is Riggs in motion. This is a toss right side. Dylan Moreau escapes one tackle and hit hard right at the line of scrimmage. Let's check down with Justin White. Justin, what are you seeing down there?
Guys, it is some hard hitting down here, especially from both sides of the ball. Also on that extra point there earlier, he kind of was a quick snap there. Maybe kind of caught the Bulldogs sleeping a little bit, and I saw Coach Hudson getting after the team, especially the special teams there right before the kickoff. So he's like I said, he's already in midseason form here on the first game of the season in the first 3 minutes.
There is a man that was down, and that is the quarterback, Bowers. That is Dalen Bauer, who was down for a moment. He gets up and he runs off, but he is gimpy a little bit. Something's got him. Yeah. And he's taking a long walk on the far side. It doesn't appear to be anything other than it could be he got popped in the midsection just walking. And here we go, shotgun, second down and 10. Cohealy wants to throw his first pass. It's going to be incomplete. Some miscommunication between Cade Courtney as he didn't look back. Cohealy threw it right at his feet. Incomplete, 3rd 10 coming up for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I think Bowers got a pretty good hit on that last defensive play by Chase Barnett.
So 3rd and 10, and this is going to be Hunter Cheatham bringing the play in. Again, Howe only 5 yards off the line of scrimmage when they huddle up. And now Harvey will come near side, split out. Shotgun, and they're going to toss right side, and that's Moreau, and he's brought down after maybe a yard. So again, that speed of the Gunter Tigers is giving absolutely nothing to the Howe Bulldogs. A gain of 2. Up to the 25, and guess what? It's punt time again.
Yeah, Clayton Reed in there on the stop for the Tigers. Just got a shoestring tackle.
So Cheatham to punt it. Another high, this time a back end over end. And it'll be caught out of bounds by Zach Lowe. I believe that's not. It's
Ethan Everson.
Yeah, he caught it standing out of bounds on the sidelines. And Gunter this time will take over possession in Howe territory, just shy of midfield at the 47. So 8:17 on the clock here in the first quarter, and Gunter leads 8-0 and have the ball back at the Howe 47-yard line. Again, only 2 plays, 60 yards on the last drive. Let's check down with Justin White.
Guys, I think right now they're going over with the offensive linemen on blocking assignments. You know, this is a similar offense, but still different. So I think the blocking assignments is the biggest change this season from what I understand. Right now, the offensive line, all 5 of them are right there really listening intently to some of the chalk talk.
All right, thank you, Justin. They're spotting the ball now, talking about it, at the 47-yard line.
I think it was a face mask penalty, Monty, on that return. Well, they're moving the chain. Yeah.
They are going to move it back. They'll push it back to the 40, what was it, the 48-yard line? So now, instead of starting at the Howe 47, they'll start at their own 48. No, 43-yard line. Sorry about that. 43-yard line. Left to right, rather. Man in motion. This is a handoff to the right side, brought down almost immediately. A great play there.
Great penetration.
Chase Harvey came from the left edge, and he was right there. No gain on the play. Let's go over the defense real quick. Chase Harvey, the right defensive end. The left defensive end, Cameron Blesseye. Chris Garrison, Dyson Dillard, Andrew Griffin, Dylan Moreau, Winston Moss, Cade Courtney, Chase Barnett, and Mason Riggs on defense. And now it looks like Howe's jumped off sides.
Yeah, it looked like Chris Garrison may have jumped off sides there again for the Bulldogs.
Will now be, it was going to be second down and 9. Will now be second down and 4. So they'll spot the ball now at the 49-yard line. Just shy of midfield. Bauer and shotgun. 2 flanks, and those are speed flanks in the slots. Jantz, and we haven't even mentioned his twin, Braden Clopton, who's just as fast. And this is going to be a screen out to Clopton. He darts one defender straight down the sideline, spins out of a tackle, and then brought down by Courtney at about the 36-yard line in Howe territory. Clopton, he got the ball and just used his great speed and went straight up the sideline.
Yeah, put a little bit of a juke move on Winston Moss and got a good 10 yards out of it.
They're going to spot the ball at the 37, so it'll be 1st and 10 left to right for Gunter from the Howe 37-yard line. 7:06 on the clock here in the first quarter. 8-0, Gunter in the lead. Bauer, handoff. No, he's going to keep it around the left edge, and he's got some room and finally brought down by Harvey, the safety. Went right at the first down marker, so enough for about 10 yards on the quarterback keeper. They faked the hand to the fullback and then followed him through the hole.
Yeah, good field penetration for Gunter. They're opening those holes. Unfortunately, open those holes pretty wide.
Ball spotted at the 26-yard line. Give him 11 yards on that first down run for Bauer. Low, the 1 back and 2 slots. And this is going to be the reverse coming near side to Jantz, but he spins out of it. Tony Dorsett style, going back the other way. Makes another defender move. Now he comes back the other way. Tony Dorsett again to the near side. Being chased down. He's got the 15 to the 10 to the 5. Makes a cut at the goal line. Is he in? It is a touchdown for Gunter and a crazy 2-time Tony Dorsett type of run.
Yeah, that was one of them runs you just hate to see against us anyway.
A 26-yard touchdown for Dylan Jantz. And he's already had one for 60. And this is Bauer again on the 2-point conversion. And he's drugged down this time by Mason Riggs and not going to get in for the conversion. So the score will be 14-0 with 6:17 here in the first quarter. Gunter on top early. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back right after this.
Carrie's Coffee Co. in historic downtown Van Alstyne next to the post office is the #1 coffee shop hotspot. Bulldogs, Panthers, and mascots everywhere. Carrie's Coffee Co. offers a variety of organic coffee and non-coffee beverages. Come visit Carrie's Coffee Co. in downtown Van Alstyne next to the post office. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Carrie's Coffee Co. is Texas quality.
Cavender Home Theater has the latest from Dish. New customers get free movies and HBO for a year. Get the multi-sports pack with NFL Red Zone free and the Amazon Alexa free. Existing customers can get the Alexa free too. Just refer a friend to Cavender Home Theater and we'll make sure you get one. Our Hopper 3 has 16 tuners, picture-in-picture with 4 screens, 2 terabyte hard drive, and voice control with Alexa. Cable can't do that. DirecTV can't do that. Come by our showroom or visit CavenderTV.com today.
14-0, Gunter in the lead here early at Bulldog Stadium as Dylan Jantz, it's been the Jantz show, 60-yarder early and with 9:32 left to go in the first. And then just a 26 amazing cross-country type of run, zigzagging all over the field for Jantz, 26 yards on that one.
Yeah,
He's had 2 carries for 86 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's quite a night. That's why he's being looked at by multiple Division I colleges. Here's Gonzalez kick. It's going to be a long one. It's going to bounce. Arturo Lauder's going to pick it up at the 4-yard line, and he will cut towards the middle of the field, be brought down inside the 15. And Howe will start at about the 11-yard line. Howe has not had a great return yet. Has not started with great field position yet. And a lot of that has to do with your opponent. You're talking about a 16-0 state champion coming into your house, and that can make you look a certain way. But Howe wants to overcome. 1st and 10, right to left. Cohealy in shotgun formation. Not a split wide receiver here, and this is going to be Griffin along the right side, and he will bang his way forward for about 2 yards.
Those big guys up front, Clay Marshall, Chase Harvey, those guys are doing they're doing a good job. They're just, this Gunter team's really just, kind of right now just kind of overpowering them.
Ball spotted at the 16-yard line. Give Griffin a gain of 3 right there. Chase Barnett will bring the play in for the Bulldogs. 5:44 and rolling here in the first quarter. Gunter on top, 14-0. Riggs and Griffin in the backfield. Cohealy in shotgun. One receiver split out wide at the top, and that's Harvey. Cohealy looks that way, going deep, trying to find Harvey. Goes up and comes down with it at the 47-yard line. There's your wing T pass option. Varsity football, Kirby Cohealy, your very first completion of your career.
Yeah, Dylan Jantz just almost, just don't have a chance against a 6'6" Ty Harvey. You get it close to Harvey, and he's going to catch it.
1st and 10, right to left. Bulldogs near midfield at the 46-yard line. Shotgun, 2 men in the backfield. This is going to be Cohealy on the run, and he's going to toss it out incomplete, looking for Devin Porter. And Cohealy was under a lot of pressure from the right edge. As soon as he turned to fake the hand, he had people staring at him right in his face. But he was able to get it away instead of take the sack. That's a very great decision by a young man, but he threw it at the feet of Devin Porter, his intended wide receiver, and it fell incomplete. Very heads-up decision by the freshman.
Yeah, he had a face full of Peyton Lowe and Dylan Bauer.
2nd and 10 coming up. Cohealy about 4 yards deep, shotgun, and the pistol actually. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, not much doing there. I believe that might have been Moreau. He got back to the line of scrimmage, and not much after that. They'll actually give him forward progress of a yard up to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, Colton Schmidt come off of that end, got him right there almost in the backfield.
So 3rd and 9 coming up. And Harvey will come near side, split out wide to the left. In the pistol is Cohealy. Drops back 2 steps, looks to Harvey. Throwing the jump ball up. Harvey has it knocked away. He had it in one hand. The left hand was up, but Clopton was right there to kind of not interfere with him, but interfere with his ability to catch the football. And it'll be 4th down and 9, which the punt team will come on for the Howe Bulldogs.
Clopton, he, like you say, stayed with him. It just got right in that field of vision there, and maybe just distracted him a little.
And Cheatham is going to boot this one end over end, low line drive kick. Going to bounce once and now be taken by Zach Lowe, I believe, but be brought down at about the 27-yard line. So Gunter's going to start deep for the very first time. And Howe says there's a scramble for the ball, but apparently not.
It was a great tackle by Ty Harvey and Chase Barnett, but it looked like the ball got loose for a minute.
I think that was Ethan Everson on the return for Gunter. And they'll take over from, let's see, there's 4:16 on the clock, and they'll spot the ball at the 28-yard line. So they'll start the deepest they have started so far. Gunter initially took their first possession at their own 37 and then their own 48. Their own 48. 43 rather. And now their own 28. And that's a new quarterback in for Gunter. That is Everson. And also the backup running back instead of Zach Lowe, that's Peyton Lowe. And Peyton Lowe will get the carry here. And he'll drag a couple of defenders forward for about 3 yards. And now there's a fumble on the play, and Howe says they have it.
Yes, Chris Garrison stripped it out of Lowe's hands as he was going to the ground.
Coach Zagleski is going nuts. He's jumping up and down about 4 or 5 times. The new defensive coordinator is extremely happy as Howe stripped the ball and is going to turn it the other way.
He sure did. As he went by, Garrison just reached out and grabbed it and said, "Hey, I'll take that from you."
Yeah, that was a good strip there. He stripped and recovered his own Garrison. And that right before that last touchdown, he'd come off the field just trying to catch his breath earlier. So it's good to see him back in there and able to strip the ball and get a turnover.
All right, first down and 10, right to left. Howe headed towards that north end zone. Harvey split out wide to the left. Hunter Cheatham in the slot. Cohealy rolls out left, looking down the field. Hunter got Cheatham wide open, but just missed him. Threw it out of bounds over his head. That was an opportunity right there, but the freshman quarterback just missed him. So it'll be second down and 10.
Well, I'm sure, like we talked about earlier, probably got a little bit of nerves. It'll wear it off here in a little bit. We're just into the first quarter. So.
Yeah, you talk about a freshman quarterback playing your very first varsity game under Friday night lights against the defending state champions. Come on, there's got to be a little.
Maybe a few.
In the pistol, Cohealy with 2 at the 30. But a gain of about 4 for Cohealy.
That was a great downfield block by Clay Marshall.
So third down and looks like about 7 for the Bulldogs. Trying to punch it in for the first time in 2017. Need a conversion right here. Cohealy in the pistol. High snap, he brings it down. And straight up the middle over right guard is Andrew Griffin. Not enough for a first down, maybe 2 or 3, bringing up a 4th and about 5, maybe 4.5. Remember, Howe has their first girl on the team, first female, number 5, Callie Vick. She's the kicker. Pulled her off of she's on a select soccer team, and one of the coaches said, "Hey, you want to kick? See if you can try out." She did pretty well, so she made the team. Callie Vick is the extra point person on the team, so we'll go 4th down and 4 right here. Cohealy in the pistol. Moreau in the backfield. And flags will fly before this one can get underway. It might have been delay of game. We'll check and see. They're going to push it back 5 yards. It's against Howe. Zagleski not happy. No, that's Hartsfield. Hartsfield is not happy. Coach Hudson's not happy. He's got his palms to the sky. So they're going to back it up 5, and now Howe will take the ball at the 32-yard line on 4th and 9, right to left, and it appears they're going to go for it here on 4th and 9. You know, Hudson has been a riverboat gambler at times, but you know it's not much of a gamble when you're down on this side of the field in the Gunter side. You got to make something happen at some point. Riggs and Moreau in the backfield. Now it looks like a timeout's been called by Zach Hudson, and he wants to talk to the official. This is not a timeout to talk to the kids. This is a timeout to talk to the official. And we'll take 1-2 real quick. We'll be back right after this.
Bulldog fans to come down to the Sonic in Howe for half-price shakes after 8 and open until midnight. Home games only.
Where you get great food and big smiles. And a little message for our Howe Bulldog football players. Go Bulldogs, fight Bulldogs, win, win, win. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
I'm attorney Micah Belden, an old-school black and white Howe Bulldog. In criminal defense, you need someone who fights like a bulldog. Call me now if you've been investigated, arrested, or charged with a crime in North Texas. My number is 903-744-4252. We'll set up a free consultation. You will find out that I'm rough, tough, and I can't get enough. I'm board certified in criminal the Texas Board of Legal Specialization, Principal Office, Sherman, Texas. Visit my website at shermancriminallawyer.com.
Hey, this is...
Hey, welcome back. 4th and 9 as Hudson got through John with the official. He got what he wanted, but it's still 4th and 9. And Cohealy comes in pistol formation, 2 receivers near side, 2 backs. And coming near side as Cohealy wants to throw it, in trouble, throws it, and it's going to be incomplete out of the outstretched arms of Harvey. He tried for it, but it was just a little bit out of reach, and it would have been right at the first down marker. So the ball will turn over on downs, and Gunter escapes their fumble as Howe's not able to come up with any momentum out of that.
All right. Now, I would say that Hudson may not have got what he wanted, but he got his point across.
He got his point across.
I guarantee you on that. You know, I love to see him animated. I love to see the fire and the intensity that he has.
Go ahead.
I think when he has that type of intensity, so do the kids.
Ball spotted at the 28-yard line. Gunter will take over right there. This is where they were a moment ago when they fumbled. 1st and 10, left to right. And this will be a toss. Jantz, look out. Here he comes. Darts and escapes out of a defender, and he finally is corralled for the first time tonight. But it took 2 defenders, Cade Courtney and Ty Harvey, to bring him down, and finally corralled Jantz.
Yeah, they got him slowed up there at the line of scrimmage, just enough to for Harvey to get there.
Gain of about 4, maybe 5. 2nd down coming up. Ball at the 32-yard line, giving 4 yards. Bauer back in the game. No more of this second team stuff as they came out in one play and fumbled. And now the first team is right back out. Bauer in the gun, and he's going to keep it around the left edge. He's got a lot of room, gets some great blocks around the left edge, and Courtney will finally bring him down just past the midfield stripe at the 48 inside Howe territory.
You know, I'm not real sure why Gunter's right tackle was lined up about 3 yards from his tackle.
20-yard gain there by the quarterback Bauer. And to bring up another 1st and 10. We'll check down with Justin White right after this play. Still 2 slots and 1 goes in motion. This is going to be a handoff left side, and that's Zach Lowe. He's got a 1st down and more. Spins out of a tackle. Finally trying to be drugged down by Winston Moss, and finally is at the 25-yard line.
They run off of that left side there, and they're just making some big holes.
Justin, let's check down with you. What are you seeing down there?
Chase Cohealy, the quarterback, for the first time I've seen him over here with the offensive line. Usually he's over there with the line.
Here's Zach Lowe leaping over a defender on his way for a touchdown, a 25-yarder as Lowe took the handoff going left, exploded over that left side, jumped over one into the end zone, and now Gunter has extended their lead 20-0 over Howe, awaiting this PAT right here, and they waste no time. Bauer right up the middle. He's got the 2-point conversion.
You know, you were talking about that run late. Jantz made a block out there on Chase Barnett, and Dylan Jantz did, and freed him up and let him go into the end zone.
We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back right after this.
Monty Walker. Nothing in this town is a secret for long, but I've got one for you. I know you know all about Abby's Restaurant's Big Time Chicken Fried Steak, but this old bulldog can't get enough of their patty melt and grilled chicken patty melt. Just don't tell him where you heard it. Hey, it's a secret between you and me. Abby's Restaurant is Howe's own small town, small business, family-owned restaurant in the historic downtown district.
Don't tell anybody about their patty melts, because I want one.
When life is at its most difficult, we surround ourselves with people who are kind, compassionate, and understanding. At Scoggins Funeral Home and Crematory, Tommy and Bobby K. Scoggins are those people. When tragedy hits, they will work for you and take care of what needs to be done for your loved ones. For more information about their services, visit ScogginsFuneralHome.com or call them at 903-482-5225. Scoggins Funeral Home. Their loving staff will take care of you and your loved ones.
Welcome back as speed kills, and speed has taken the Gunter Tigers to a 22-0 lead here at the end of the first. There's 53 seconds left on the clock here in the first, and it's been all Gunter. 4 plays, 72 yards on that drive. They have also put together a 4-play 52-yard drive and a 2-play 60-yard drive.
Found and turned into the press
and don't forget, they're going to get the ball back to start the second half.
Yes,
and this has been the longest first quarter I can remember. But here's Gonzalez to boot this one away from left to right. So far, he's kicked it way back deep in the right corner, in the near corner. Andrew Griffin's back out there now. It's going right to him. It's going over Griffin's head. He's telling Riggs, hey, go get it. And it goes out of the back of the end zone. Thankfully for the Bulldogs, there's confusion there between Riggs and Griffin as to who was going to go get that ball. So Howe will start at their own 25. I think it's the 25 now, isn't it? Isn't that the rule?
Yes, sir, I believe so.
They will start at their own 25 with 53 seconds left to go before the second quarter. It's been a long first quarter.
It has been a long first quarter.
Even though there's been a lot of running, it's just the timeouts and the points scored. And that was your Tech Wave kickoff. Shotgun handoff near side, and that is Moreau hand. Nothing doing, just as always here with those handoffs up the middle, not being able to create any havoc in that big front of Gunter. And a gain of 1 for Moreau.
Yeah, tackle made by Keenan Majors for the Tigers. He's been a key all evening on their defense.
Well, if you recognize that name, Majors, he's the son of the county judge, and had a chance to visit with him this morning at a chamber breakfast, and the county judge will be here at halftime, as I'm sure he'll be all smiles at half as we visit with him about his favorite South Grayson County team, the Gunter Tigers. But he will say the Howe Bulldogs jump off sides right there. Devin Porter was the guilty tight end who moved just a little bit early, and now instead of second down and 9, it's going to be second down and much longer than that.
Yeah, it looked like when Devin Porter jumped offside, Mason Riggs went with him.
Guys, I was going to say earlier, right before that touchdown, Chase Cohealy was with the offensive line there on the sidelines earlier. That was the first time I've seen him with the offensive line during this game. So apparently everybody just trying to get on the same page. And that last penalty they had, they're still trying to get things together.
That is the end of the first quarter. Gunter leading 22-0. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more action to start the second here in just a moment.
You are in to the one and only Bucks North Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne, Texas. Your friends and neighbors say it's the best barbecue in North Texas. Now it's your turn to decide. Come taste the difference at Bucks North Barbecue. For complete store information, including menu, location, and hours, click on bucksnorthbarbecue.com. That's bucksnorthbbq.com. Bucks North Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne is a proud supporter of the Howe Bulldogs.
This is Michael Mosier inviting you to support your local Howe Athletic Booster Club. I may not be able to pronounce Enrique Comlero, but I can tell you that he played for Howe. He would need your support. Memberships are $25 and are available at all home games. Your membership benefits not just high school programs, but also middle school sports. Please support your hometown kids, even ones that might have a name like Algindo Nankinstater.
Curious.
This is Michael Mosier inviting you to support your local Howe Athletic Booster.
Don't you want to hear that one again?
I do.
That's a great one right there. Hey,
I'm fond of that one. Hey, Justin, dude, can you smell them cowboy nachos they got over at the concession stand? I don't guess he heard me. Oh, maybe.
There's some, let's talk about that.
Talk about that. There's some cowboy nachos at the concession stand.
Yeah, the FFA Booster Club running the concession stand. trying out something new tonight, cowboy nachos. Second down and 15 or 14 coming up. Cohealy is going to hand off to the right side, and boy, met right there at the line, maybe a yard is where they're going to spot the ball. So I believe that's a gain of nil.
Loss of 4 on the play.
Again, Keenan Majors on this side here.
Third down.
And now they'll move the ball up to the 22. So give him a gain of 1, and all of a sudden it's punt time again. I mean, pretty close. I mean, you've got to convert a third and 13 right here. But if you're going to do it, hey, look who split out wide right.
Right.
Ty Harvey, pistol. Cohealy looks that way, rolls out right. He's going to have some room. Now he fires it up. Harvey makes the catch at the 35-yard line. Bobbled it just a little bit, but going to be very close to the first. He came up with it. The ball just bobbled just a little bit out of his hands. It was probably the gloves that helped him there corral the ball and bring it right back in. It's going to be a first down for Howe.
Yeah, Cohealy was under pressure by number 44. Gage Biggerstaff.
So Cohealy tossed right side Riggs, nothing doing there, as shooting the gap right in front of
number 24,
the offensive lineman there
for the Dogs.
Was, I believe that was it was either Jantz or Clopton one. It was speed. No, it wasn't. It was Bryson Rigsby who broke that one up, and a loss for Howe back to the 34-yard line. Who needs a punt? I said, oh, here we go, punt.
Yeah,
We're getting ready to punt.
Nope,
nope, you don't need to punt.
Okay, so say we don't need a touchdown, so we'll score a touchdown.
There we go.
There we go.
Split out wide left this time is Harvey. Cohealy pistol is going to run it to the right side, bang down after a gain of maybe 2. Up to the 34-yard line again.
Unfortunately, it looked like Cohealy might have bumped off Michael Heimel and his own offensive lineman, and kind of tripped him up a little bit.
We didn't have the senior spotlight this week, but we will resume that a week from now. So Mikey Heimel was going to be this week's senior spotlight, but we'll double him up with somebody. Split wide up top is Harvey on 3rd and 11. Cohealy rolls that way, throws it down the field, and it's going to be almost intercepted, and is at the 42-yard line. Gunter takes over at their own 42 on an interception by Clopton. And let's see what Justin White was able to see down there. And Justin didn't get a good look at it, so Gunter will take over now as Clopton picks it off on a 3rd and 11 pass play. And now we'll be moving right to left from their own 42.
Yeah, pass was intended for Chase Barnett.
So 1st and 10, and Gunter coming back out on the field. And this time it is their second team again. Well, it's the second team quarterback, but Zach Lowe is on the field, not his brother. So Ethan Everson at quarterback with 2 slots. None of them named Jantz or Clopton. And this is going to be a toss right side. Someone similar with speed, Bryson Goodson, but he's going to be brought down after about a 7-yard gain, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Great block on that,
number
12 side by Keenan Majors
initial hit
for the Gunter Tigers, and a great stop by Dylan Monroe.
Goodson was not Jantz or Clopton, as I said, but he had a lot of speed just like that. He goes in motion here, but they're going to hand off to Lowe over right tackle, and he's going to be brought down right at the first down marker. He's going to get the first down inside Howe territory at the 47-yard line. So Lowe, their big back, but he has speed as well. And they'll move the sticks here with 8:50 left to go here in the second quarter. Everson wanted it, now looks over to the side for the call. Everybody looks over there for the play call, and now they'll hand signal it in, and everybody knows what to do. He'll bark out the signals. Looks near side, wants to throw it. It's going to be caught. Crossing the midfield stripe. No, he doesn't, because right there is Andrew Griffin.
Andrew Griffin come from the far side of the field. and made the stop on that play.
And that was Clayton Reed on the catch on the screen pass, but it went nowhere. So the ball spotted once again at the 49-yard line.
Griffin in on the stop.
And it'll be second down and about 14. Here goes Goodson, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield. A great job by Cameron Blesside to track the backside. It'll be third down and 14 now for the Gunners and White. Justin, what do you got for us? We'll have to find out where Justin is. We'll have to check on his battery. His battery might be dead.
Sure.
And on 3rd and 14, here comes the other reverse on the near side. And this time the ball's loose. And it's going to be picked up by Chase Barnett. Gets a block at the 15 and finally drugged down from behind at the 12-yard line. A great play by Barnett.
That ball bounced right up into his arm. Right up into his arm.
Mama is happy, standing over here, yelling with her sunglasses on, waving that bell. Katrina Portman is pretty happy right now. 7:24 on the clock, and Howe's trying to get in the game after a fumble.
Yeah, that's one of them that ball just bounced right up into his arms.
That was Clayton Reed who got the end-around reverse and fumbled, and Barnett picked it up. So with 7:24, Howe takes over, and Cohealy throws in the end zone, up for Harvey, and it's intercepted 8 yards deep in the end zone. Trying to hit Harvey in the end zone, and guess who it was?
Dylan Jantz.
Dylan Jantz. So Jantz, the ball was at the 14-yard line. Howe trying to punch it right there, but Jantz intercepts it. And we'll take a quick, well, they're going to come back in on the field. We can't take a timeout right now. But I don't know if we've got an issue with our sideline mic or not, but it is brand new. And I know we'll have to test that one out during the next break. 7:16 on the clock as Dylan Jantz has spoiled the fun here at Bulldog Stadium. Just momentarily, the ball is going to be at the 20-yard line. And Jantz goes in motion, and this is going to be slung down from behind.
Cameron Blesside.
Blesside there, and also Chase Harvey was right there. A loss of maybe 1.5, maybe 2 yards. They'll spot it at the 19-yard line.
Loss of a yard on the play.
Tackles are lining up so far outside of their guards. Harvey just split the gap.
Bauer under center will hand off to the right side. Nothing doing there, right up the middle. And that looks like a new ball carrier, and that's Peyton Lowe. And they'll move the ball up to the 23-yard line. So a gain of 4 by Lowe. And we'll check that one out.
Yeah, again, these Tigers, there's such a big gap in their offensive line. Dyson Dillard just shot the gap and made the stop in the backfield.
So we got our sideline mic fixed. So we'll get Justin back down there.
They just line it up so wide.
Timeout on the field. Timeout.
You can hear that by Roger Tidwell. A timeout's been called. 6:05 left to go before the half. 22-0. Gunter on top. Back in a moment.
I may not be able to pronounce Enrique Comlero, but I can tell you that he played for. Would need your support. Memberships are $25 and are available at all home games. Your membership benefits not just high school programs, but also middle school sports. Please support your hometown kids, even ones that might have a name like Aljundo Nankinstater.
Carrie's Coffee Co. in historic downtown Van Alstyne next to the post office is the #1 coffee shop hotspot serving Bulldogs, Panthers, and mascots everywhere. Carrie's Coffee Co. offers a variety of organic coffee and non-coffee beverages. Come visit Carrie's Coffee Co. in downtown Van Alstyne next to the post office. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Carrie's Coffee Co. is Texas quality.
I just love Michael Mosier Booster Club commercial.
I do too. Oh, hey, that's me.
Third down now for Gunter, moving right to left. 6:05 on the second quarter clock. Bauer wants to throw, rolling out right. Throwing it at the first down marker for Jantz, and it's caught and out of bounds. Enough for a first down by 2 yards. And that'll move the sticks at the 31-yard line. About an 8-yard gain on the pass and catch from Bauer to Jantz.
You know, I worked hard to get those names right.
Yeah, you did. You did. Let's check down with, after this play, we'll check down with Justin White as it's a first down and 10. And this time, for one of the first times, we'll see 3 receivers out near. But Bauer is going to keep it over right guard. He's got a lane and makes a great move. He's going to be chased down by Dylan Moreau, but he makes a move on Moreau, but finally trucked down by Garrison. Right at the midfield stripe. Let's talk to Justin White down there.
All right, guys, can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, I had some good points earlier. No, unfortunately, nobody heard me.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, right now it's like kind of some slumped shoulders and just kind of maybe some bad body language. It's kind of a little frustration here for the Bulldogs as they're coming back to the sideline, still trying to figure this Gunter Tiger team out.
It's a good, very good Gunter Tiger team. First and 10, and now back to that real tight slot look. 2 slots on either side, and Jantz goes in motion. They're going to give to Peyton Lowe over right tackle, brought down at the line of scrimmage. A helmet comes off, and a flag goes in. So we'll check this one. It looked like a black helmet that came off. Well, Peyton Lowe doesn't have a helmet either. I think it was a blue helmet that came off.
It was a blue helmet.
We have a penalty thrown near the 50-yard line.
So we're going to sort this one out, and it looks like it's going to go against Howe. A personal foul. Ball was near the midfield stripe. Now they're going to be around about the 35. 36 is where they'll spot it.
Look like a
personal foul. Face mask is the call against the Bulldogs.
Face mask might have ripped the helmet off of Peyton Lowe. First and 10. Lowe, a sophomore, he is the brother of Zach Lowe, the younger brother. Zach being the senior. So first and 10, Jantz goes in motion. They toss to him. He cuts it up the middle right side, and boy, before you can even blink, he's at the first down marker. And they'll spot it at the 27-yard line. Very close to a first, but not enough. A yard short. A 9-yard gain for Dylan Jantz. I'm really glad he's graduating. I may actually attend the Gunter High School graduation.
Just to make sure.
Just to make sure that kid crosses the stage. Man alive.
Michael Heimel made the stop for the Bulldogs.
Second down and 1. Bauer in the pistol, and he'll toss to Clopton coming the other play near side, and he's got some room to the 20. Cuts it inside, makes a great move at the 5. Down at the pylon. Did he get in? I think he's at the 1. Clopton down at the 1.
You know, these Gunter Tigers are sealing these ends off.
Well, there's just so much speed with Clopton. There's a penalty flag. Check that.
Illegal motion.
That one's coming back against the Tigers. So instead of a 26-yard run by Clopton, you're going to negate that with the flag.
But, these Tigers are fast.
Yeah, I remember talking last year during that game 1 week that we did over there, that how fast they were. Their defense especially was remarkably fast, what I remember, because the typical what are they doing?
I don't know. I thought they waved the flag off.
The ball's going to be spotted at the 1.
I'm not
Looks
real
like
sure.
the penalty flag is being waved off.
It is being waved off, and Zach Hudson's not happy about that.
Right.
So the ball will be spotted at the 1, but What I remember about last year is the reverse with Brent Masters and Cooper Akins, that Howe was able to get 7, 8, 9 yards just about any time they wanted it. They were actually being caught from behind by Clopton and Jantz on the edge, and that really impressed me and told me all I needed to know about the Gunter Tigers. So here is Jantz in motion. He'll get the toss. He'll split right up the middle. A huge block, and he is in for the touchdown, his third of the night with 4:09 on the clock.
You know, Colton Schmidt working that offensive line over there for Gunter, making some tremendous blocks and open big holes, unfortunately.
Going in, the quarterback over right guard. So 30-0 at the half. Holy moly. Gunter looks like they had about a 2-week off season and just kept rolling. We'll be back right after this.
Alexa, turn to HGTV.
Tune into HGTV on Dish. This is Fixer Upper.
It may be a gadget, but it sure is fun. You can change channels and search movie titles easier than ever with Alexa. The best part? It's free from Cavender Home Theater. Alexa, why wouldn't everybody have Dish from Cavender's?
I don't know that one.
Don't be left out. Call Cavender.
Calling all Bulldog fans to come down to the Sonic in Howe for half-price shakes after 8 and open until midnight. Home games only.
Where you get great food and big smiles, and a little message for our Howe Bulldog football players. Go Bulldogs, fight Bulldogs, win, win, win. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
Welcome back as we're going to stop that. Are you ready? So now, we haven't seen a lot of Winston Moss lately, and I don't want to speculate whether he has re-injured anything or not. He's still on the sidelines, but Winston has not been really active. He did have the ACL repaired. And here's Gonzalez kicking the other way now, and he's going to kick it more towards the near end zone. Nobody there. It's 5 yards deep in the end zone, and finally Mason Riggs is going to track it down and touch it, and Howe will have the ball at their own 20 to start here with 4:09 left to go in the second quarter.
10 for the Dogs at the Bulldog 25-yard line.
So this has not been pretty for the Bulldogs. There's been some highlights.
Yeah.
You know, Chase Barrett so far probably the biggest highlight. Ty Harvey has made some great catches for first downs and big plays, but the running game has been stagnant. There's been virtually no running game to this point as Cohealy goes to the pistol, and he's going to hand off to the right side, trying to bump it out, but going nowhere due to that speed of Zach Lowe and Majors. That's not Majors.
That's Colton Schmidt.
For the Dogs.
So
a
gain of about a yard there. That's kind of how the run game's gone. About a yard, about 2 yards, a loss of a yard. Right, 3:43 left to go before the half.
You know, it's a new system for the Bulldogs.
And I remember wondering why they struggled last year a little bit, because there's just something about a really good team that shuts you down. And here's Cohealy trying to run around the right edge. Same thing, same story. It's the same guys. And it's about a yard gain.
Cohealy.
You know, it's a new system, but you know, we keep talking about the speed that Gunter has. Gunter's they're just there quicker than we can get there.
They are just so fast, and that again was Schmitz on the tackle. And when you run around the right edge, it seems Smith will not let you out. He's the defensive end around their left defensive end. So your offensive right side is having no such luck due to Schmitz.
Right. And then you got Majors in the middle that's, going to come get you if you do get by.
Here's Riggs trying to get to the outside corner on the other side away from Schmitz, and he's going to lose a yard. So it's going to be 4th and 9.
That one went the other way, and that was Peyton Lowe. So, you don't want to take anything away from the Bulldogs. You just got to, these Tigers are just fast.
Yeah, they are just extremely talented, and speed kills. And, speed overcomes a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
And that's definitely what takes place here. And now Jantz is going to be back deep to receive this punt. And you know Cheatham doesn't want to kick it to him. It's a low bouncing kick, and it's going to be killed there by Chase Barnett at the 41-yard line. A great job by Barnett to keep it out of Jance's hands. Just go over there. I don't care if you let it roll or not. Just touch the ball, get control of the ball, just so Jance doesn't touch it.
Right. And, you know, and there's a reason why last year the Gunter Tigers went 16-0. You know, they're fast, they're quick, they're big.
The Booster Club have got Cowboy Nachos. So test those out, the Cowboy Nachos over there at the concession stand. First down at 10, right to left. And this is Everson in the backfield. Throws a swing pass out to Jance. And being chased down by, he finally was out of bounds. He just leaves me speechless at times. He was chased by Hunter Cheatham, and he escaped that tackle and got on the far sideline over there, and then made him people miss, and all of a sudden it's second down at 3. So here is Everson throwing down the field, and that one is complete for a first down.
Again, to Jance. You know, Jance, he takes off really hard. Everybody takes off and goes with him, and he's just got the speed to stop, come back, and, you know, at that point you're burnt. Hadn't used that word in a long time. It's a big word.
Burnt.
Hadn't heard that word in a long time. I dug back to my Anna days. How's that?
Burnt. So another first down, and Everson in at quarterback. And he rolls out near side. And he has a man that's caught by Clopton. Is going to be drugged down by Harvey. Kind of horse-collared, but no flag on the play. A gain of about 6.5, 7 yards. And they'll spot it at the 36-yard line.
Everson was under pressure and hit hard by Andrew Griffin. He just got the ball away before they could get there.
A minute 28 on the clock before the half. And this is their hurry-up offense, so to speak. Everson throws it, and it's going to be caught for a first down. And I believe that's Clopton coming near side, makes a move. He's got the 15, he's got the 10. Chase to the near corner, and he is in. It is a touchdown for Clopton.
He come all the way across.
36 yards from Everson to Clopton on what amounts to a little screen pass or a slant route.
And again, you go back to it, it's the speed of those offensive linemen leading the way back across the field.
And Zach Lowe's going to be a little short of the 2-point conversion. So it is 36-0 with a minute 12 left to go before the half. And Gunter is all in the lead here. We'll be back right after this.
I'm attorney Micah Belden, an old school black and white Howe Bulldog. In criminal defense, you need someone who fights like a bulldog. Call me now if you've been investigated, arrested, or charged with a crime in North Texas. My number is 903-744-4252. We'll set up a free consultation. You will find out that I'm rough, tough, and I can't get enough. I'm board certified in criminal law by the Texas Board of Legal Specialization, Principal Office, ShermanLawyer.com.
Hey, this is Monty Walker. Nothing in this town is a secret for long, but I've got one for you. I know you know all about Abby's Restaurant's Big Time Chicken Fried Steak, but this old bulldog can't get enough of their patty melt and grilled chicken patty melt. Just don't tell them where you heard it. Hey, it's a secret between you and me. Abby's Restaurant is Howe's own small town, small business, family-owned restaurant in the historic downtown district.
Don't tell anybody about their patty melts, because I want one.
Welcome back as getting ready for the Tech Wave kickoff again. Tech Wave getting a lot of airtime tonight. The sponsor of your local internet provider, Tech Wave. And Gonzalez will kick this one deep. Mason Rick a chance to return one from the 7-yard line. Coming near side, crosses the 20, hit hard out of bounds at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, that was
Number 24, Mason Riggs, returning the kickoff
made the stop for the Tigers.
To about the 24-yard line.
A minute 6 left to go before the half, and there's some really, I hope they're going to the concession stand because there's some really proud Bulldog fans that are exiting right now. You hope they're just going to get some Cowboy Nachos.
Cowboy nacho.
After this play, we'll check down with Justin White on the sidelines and get a feel for how things are going down there. And these Bulldogs are probably a little bit shell-shocked out of scrimmage. Everybody tight. In the pistol is Cohealy with 2 men in the backfield. He'll turn and hand to Griffin, who's brought down by Zach Lowe after a gain of about 1. The run game has been atrocious so far for the Howe Bulldogs, but you have to give credit where credit is due. It's been the Gunter Tigers, and let's talk to Justin White about that.
Guys, one thing I noticed when they come off the sidelines is they're tired. These Bulldogs are gassed. I noticed Cameron Blessy, I hope I'm saying that right. Blessy, I'm sorry. Got down on one knee, and then he's been over here right by the water cooler just trying to rehydrate here. But I noticed a lot of the other players with hands were on their hips, and it's just hot down here.
All right, 2nd down and 8 coming up. Cohealy in the pistol, 1 man in the backfield, and this is Riggs who goes in motion from left to right, and a fumble on the play, and Andrew Griffin just has to fall on it, and that's kind of the way the first half has gone. Back to the 19-yard line, and that probably will be the last play of this first half. And I tell you what, has not been a very good one for the Howe Bulldogs. The clock is at 8 and 7 and rolling, and they're coming off the field. Ladies and gentlemen, Gunter Tigers are for real. It is 36-0 at the half. And if you wanted to know about 36-0, we're coming right back, and we'll have a halftime show. We'll talk to our county judge when he makes it up here, Bill Majors, and I'm sure he'll be extremely thrilled to talk about those Gunter Tigers. Back in a moment right after this.
When life is at its most difficult, we surround ourselves with people who are kind, compassionate, and understanding. At Scoggins Funeral Home and Crematory, Tommy and Bobby K. Scoggins are those people. When tragedy hits, they will work for you and take care of what needs to be done for your loved ones. For more information about their services, visit ScogginsFuneralHome.com or call them at 903-482-5225. Scoggins Funeral Home. Their loving staff will take care of you and your loved ones.
You are invited to the one and only Buck Snort Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne, Texas. Your friends and neighbors say it's the best barbecue in North Texas. Now it's your turn to decide. Come taste the difference at Buck Snort Barbecue. For complete store information, including menu, location, and hours, click on bucksnortbarbecue.com. That's bucksnortbbq.com. Buck Snort Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne is a proud supporter of the Howe Bulldogs.
This is Michael Mosier inviting you to support your local Howe Athletic Booster Club. I may not be able to pronounce Enrique Comlero, but I can tell you that if he played for Howe, he would need your support. Memberships are $25 and are available at all home games. Your membership benefits not just high school programs, but also middle school sports. Please support your hometown kids, even ones that might have a name like Algindo Bankenstater.
Carrie's
Tiger Band.
Welcome back.
Tonight, the Tiger Band is pleased to present the first movement.
Welcome back to Bulldog Stadium. We are getting prepared to have the Gunter Tigers Band come on the field and do their performance. And while they do, we will talk to our county judge, Bill Majors. Welcome.
Monty, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm sure you're real happy. The Gunter Tigers look like they had maybe 3 days off from the state championship and started up again. They look absolutely fantastic.
You know, I'm going to tell you, I was surprised to see what I'm seeing. But I got to be honest with you, I don't think Howe's that bad. I think that Gunter defense is incredible. It's amazing, isn't it?
They're extremely fast, and that's what we talk about in football. Speed overcomes a lot of mistakes, and when you have that much speed, you can get a lot done on a football field. Clopton and Jantz are just twins with their speed, and to see them do what they do out here is pretty remarkable.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, though. Howe's been playing hard, and I think the second half they're going to come out and play hard. You know, the good news is Coach Fazil will probably start playing some second-teamers, and we'll have a better second half. But I will tell you, neither team's given up. They've both been hitting hard, and to your point, I think Gunter's speed on defense and their scheming is it's pretty incredible, actually.
Well, let's talk last year a little bit for you. You had a lot of fun going 16-0, and following this team, you've got a son on this team.
Yes, sir.
And how much fun was that?
You know, it was interesting. I won a national championship at Austin College when I was in high school. We tied Odessa Permian, the state champs, 0-0 in the playoffs. I became a jock sniffer. I enjoyed it. I became that fan that you never thought. It was a great event. But I'm going to tell you, I've never been on a team that went undefeated. And so I think the key thing about that year was the state championship. But the way those kids played, they played better as the year went on. It was a lot of fun. It really was.
No doubt that they improved. But I remember looking at them last year in the very first game last year, the same schedule. But we were at your place, and I remember Howe had a play that we've seen a million times when they ran the slot T. They would run a little slot reverse, and it was good for 8 yards anytime you wanted it. But last year, Jantz and Clopton would actually track them down from behind. Never seen anybody do, which told me about the speed of the Gunter Tigers, which was impressive, and I knew at that moment we were looking at something special.
Well, that backside, and to your point, that backside flow, that backside support was unbelievable. And if you look at cutbacks, don't work against this team. I mean, it's just going to be it's going to be an interesting year,
Did you have flashes of Tony Dorsett on the 60-yard Jantz run a moment ago?
I tell you what, Jantz is a special player. He is a quick kid. He's tough. And that's the other thing I think that people overlook about this Gunter team is just how tough they are. They're a team. They're not a group of individuals. So, with that being said, it's great to be the Grayson County judge. It's a root for everyone, but I got to tell you, so far it looks pretty promising.
Well, let's talk. I'm going to go because every time I come at you, you know what's coming. So,
hey, let me. How all you folks and how they're listening. Monty thinks he's Dallas, Texas. Let me just tell you that right now, baby. He does a great job for his community. Go ahead, Monty.
Well, I have to fight for this community. I think I'm not sure how many years had gone by where I'm not sure anybody was really pushing for our town for a long time. So I just want to make sure somebody's in there fighting for us, and at some point, we're going to get ours, and we're in good shape for the growth coming up from the Dallas area, and I know you're a big part of that, helping with South Grayson County as well as the north portion, and we've got some projects that we'd like to see, and I know you're working on it.
Well, I'll tell you this.
Put your hands together
We've
for
got
the Gunter
to
High
make
School Fight
South
Song.
County a priority for our transportation dollars. You have Sherman and Denison with the needs now, but in the future, South County's going to have needs. So my commitment is simply this. We are going to continue to push transportation plan, which I think will help us, a thoroughfare plan that will help us identify the priorities. And once we get that done, I think you'll see some funds flowing the county's way.
So tell the listeners what the gap is.
The gap. Well, it's the area between when you run into Sherman. If you're going north, you hit 14, 17, and you go all the way to what we all call it Old 75, now takes on the Parkway. That area is the only area of 75 from downtown Dallas all the way to the Red River that is not to interstate standards. And the challenge we have is this. Oklahoma and the Choctaws are spending a ton of money to make the county, the Red River, to the casino interstate standards. So we have got to get caught up. That's the gap. It's TxDOT's priority. We're trying to leverage that gap to get more money into 75 proper. We got to wait and see how that goes.
So when's the election? When's the next election?
Which one? Mine?
Yours.
Well,
I mean, you're always campaigning.
Absolutely. You know when the next election starts, don't you?
No.
The day after the last vote is counted.
Yeah, there you go.
So I am running for re-election and looking forward to it. I think we have a great team. We've lowered the tax rate 3.5% the last 2 years, for a total of 7%. We're making sure that our employees' costs are kept low. We're investing in our infrastructure. So I'm having a great time. We have a great commissioner's court. Commissioner Whitmire, who's your commissioner, does a great job for your district. But the primary is in March. And I'm looking forward to another term.
All right. Well, we'll be voting for you. We'll be looking for you, Howe, because I know you'll be supporting us with the things we got going on there.
Thank you, Monty.
Hey, appreciate it. Hey, all it is a 37-point comeback, and we'll be right. We'll talk to you after the game if that happens.
Go Dogs.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that's your county judge, Bill Majors. We'll be right back. And actually, let's go ahead and let you listen to what's going on the field. I believe, is that still the band out there? It is not. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back right after this.
Coffee Co. in historic downtown Van Alstyne, next to the post office, is the #1 coffee shop hotspot, serving Bulldogs, Panthers, and mascots everywhere. Curie's Coffee Co. offers a variety of organic coffee and non-coffee beverages. Come visit Curie's Coffee Co. in downtown Van Alstyne, next to the post office. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Curie's Coffee Co. is Texas quality.
Alexa, turn to HGTV.
Tuning to HGTV on Dish. This is Fixer Upper.
It may be a gadget, but it sure is fun. You can change channels and search movie titles easier than ever with Alexa. The best part? It's free from Cavender Home Theater. Alexa, why wouldn't everybody have Dish from Cavender's?
I don't know that one.
Don't be left out. Call Cavender Home Theater today or go to cavendertv.com.
Calling all Bulldog fans to come down to the Sonic in Howe for half-price shakes after 8 and open until midnight. Home games only.
Where you get great food and big smiles, and a little message for our Howe Bulldog football players. Go Bulldogs, fight Bulldogs, win, win, win. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
Welcome back. We are at halftime where the Gunter Tigers are well in command, 36-0 here at Bulldog Stadium. It's been a long time since 36 points have been scored on Howe in the first half. The only one I could think of maybe would be Wascom several years back in the playoffs, but certainly not in a regular season game that I can remember. But hopefully the Howe High School Marching Band, the Pride of Howe, will come out on the field here in just a moment after cheerleaders get done, and we'll have a chance to listen to them. We'll let you listen to it in its entirety, and maybe I can do some stats while y'all are enjoying the band performance. But I tell you what, he summed it up right there, the speed and the versatility and so many weapons that the Gunter Tigers have. Dylan Jansen, Braden Clofton, that's just Zach Lowe in the backfield.
If you haven't, and I know people are going, well, you sure are talking an awful lot about speed. If you haven't seen the Gunter Tigers play football, Gunter Tigers are fast.
There is a misconception in general about the game of football.
Right.
People think that if you see a great, big, huge guy, that's probably a good football player.
Right.
He's probably not, unless he's really quick or fast.
Right.
Because most of the time, you want those little guys who are super fast.
Right.
The guys who are really big but can't move.
Right.
There are. That's why Howe has been so good in the past 3 years, because they had so much quickness, and they still do. They're just facing a team who has more quickness tonight.
Right. And them Tigers are quick.
The Pride of Howe are making their way out on the field. They're marching out right now, just about ready for their performance. We will just turn it over and let you listen to that, and we'll try to put together some halftime stats and see how ugly they might be, but we'll let you listen to them. We'll be back right after the performance here by the Howe High School Marching Band.
Drum major this year is Kendall Ketchum. Each week, the officers and directors recognize 2 students for their outstanding efforts. This week's Rookie of the Week, she slices, she dices, she Julian Prize, she's Katie Roper. And this week's Bandman of the Week is that tall, dark, and handsome Josiah Argata. Section of the week is the trombone section. Y'all can do better than that. Tonight, the band will perform the first 2 parts of their UIL contest show, Stained Glass. Soloists are Greg Snyder, Michaela Doty, Jordan Griffin, and Dawson Mitchell. Drum major Kendall Ketching, is your band ready?
Introducing the 2017-2018 Howe High School Varsity. Our captain, Aaron Ansley. Co-captain, Allie Morgan. Our lieutenant, Peyton Ford. We also have Braylon Burns, Michaela Doty, Lydia Hagan, Natalie Murphy, Addie Pacina, Ashley Pell, Jamie Taylor, Riley Underwood, and Ashlyn. Our mascot, Carson Fleming. Manager, Hannah Brown, and coach, Pam Kirby.
All right, well, welcome back to the halftime show. We'll try to give you some stats real quick, and these are not very good. The Howe Bulldogs have 93 yards of total offense, and the Gunter Tigers have 308, and we are at the half. 36-0. Gunter in the lead here at Bulldog Stadium. It's been a lot of speed so far from the Gunter Tigers, and Howe's running game has been nil. The only really yard, so to speak, that Howe's had has been on a couple of pass plays from Kirby Cohealy to Ty Harvey, who has gone up and come down with it a couple of times. A long one on the far side, and then a great first down catch. Other than that, it's been tough sledding. But again, we hate to talk about how good the Gunter Tigers are, but hey, that's kind of the story of the night. And we don't want to, this is not by any means a Gunter Tigers broadcast, and we hope we're not coming across that way. It's just that that's kind of the storyline tonight. It's been the Gunter Tigers and some more Gunter Tigers tonight. Michael, what's your assessment of the first half?
Well, I think the Bulldogs are going to be fine. I think that offensive-wise, it's going to come. You're playing, again, the state champions. But Howe's going to be okay. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but we're going to be fine.
Yeah, I think the astonishing part is the 308 yards of offense by the Gunter Tigers. But when you have Tony Dorsett and you have Tim Brown,
highlight film for them.
Boy, they have some incredible speed. But hey, I tell you what, maybe the highlight of the night for me is when the county judge said, "I thought Howe was Dallas, Texas."
Right.
That's okay,
right.
And that's okay.
Well, that's all right, doesn't it? It's good to see him.
The officials are coming back out on the field, which is a good thing for football fans because it's almost second halftime action. We're going to take a quick timeout as the players are about to make their way through the run-throughs, and we'll see. Apparently, let's see, for the Bulldogs at the Bulldog Tunnel, they are blowing the smoke, and let's see the Bulldogs come on out. The Gunter looks like they're going to go first.
Hey guys, I think I can get Coach Hudson real quick here.
All right, let's talk to Coach Hudson.
All right, guys, what do after the game? He's ready for the second half.
All right, here we go. The Gunter Tigers make their way, and so did the Howe Bulldogs. And we are not going to take a timeout. We're just going to go right through it. Coach Zach Hudson, as you can imagine, did not want to talk, and that's okay. He's got more important things on his mind, and we can certainly understand that.
Yes, he does.
Being down 36-0 at the half, he is more focused on what's going on here on the field, and we understand that. I tell you what, it's great to have a sideline announcer. Justin White's doing a good job down on the field, and again, we're happy to have him. We can't wait to see how this broadcast goes throughout the year. We're going to have a lot of fun, especially in those cold November games and those long deep stadiums where we're way in the sky and he's way down on the field. Justin's probably thinking, playoffs?
Right.
Playoffs?
Right. Hey, it'll be all right then.
I think that's what a lot of people might have been thinking last year after the Gunter game in opening round of week 1-2.
Gunter's always tough. It's going to be all right.
The Hurricane.
Well, the Gunter Tigers, who deferred to the
students are now
in the coin toss, are going to get the football back here to start the second half, which is also ever so scary.
The Howe Middle School is hosting a first responder cookout.
So it'll be Harvey to boot this one away. We have yet to see Callie Vick because she does the extra points, but as soon as Howe scores, you'll see Callie Vick most likely. And Harvey's going to bang this one away for the first time tonight. Starting the second half, it's 36-0. The Howe Bulldogs tore and dropped, but then I believe recovered at the 35-yard line by another Tiger. It was Bryson Rigsby who called for the fair catch, went to dive for it and catch it, couldn't catch it, put the ball on the turf, but one of his teammates picked it right back up.
It looked like it may have been Ethan Everson picked it back up.
So here are the Tigers starting the second half from their own 36-yard line. That play, the kickoff only took 1 second apparently. Left to right, 1st and 10. Clopton goes in motion. This is Bowers keeping it over the left guard. Faked the handoff to Zach Lowe on the left side and kept it himself, followed him through the hole. And that'll be a gain of about 6, second down and 4 coming up. Call it 5 as they'll spot.
Stop on that far side.
Ball on the left hash, 2 slots, and the wide receivers are very tight. And this will be Jantz in motion. He gets the toss, coming near side, gets a great block, 50, 45, 40, trying to hit the corner, steps out of bounds at the 35-yard line. And Zach Hudson is not happy with Mason Riggs and the angle that he took apparently, but that'll be a gain for Jantz all the way inside Howe territory to the 37-yard line.
It looked like
it's a 22-yard gain by Jantz.
Looked like Dyson Dillard may have had the first shot at him and just missed him here on this outside edge.
One of the blockers got a great block on Cade Courtney, the cornerback on the outside. 1st and 10. Clopton and Jantz the slots and 2 receivers. And Jantz goes in motion, handoff Zach Lowe right up the middle, a big hole, and he barrels forward a first down and more to about the 24, 25-yard line inside Howe territory. 12-yard gain.
Andrew Griffin in on the stop. Looked like Dylan Jansen led the way on that.
I believe number 52 is
after this play, we'll talk down on the sidelines to Justin White and see if there's any difference in the attitudes possibly on the sideline from the Bulldogs. 1st and 10. Clopton this time goes in motion. They toss to him. Getting a great block on the inside. Moreau chasing. He's not going to be able to catch him. That one is in the end zone and another touchdown for Gunter. However, there is a flag about 5 yards past the line of scrimmage, and it's going to come back, and that's going to be against Gunter. Let's talk to Justin White.
Guys, not much has changed over here. Just kind of same song, different verse here. But I'll tell you right now, Coach Hudson, the intensity he's showing right now, and to continue to coach right now, he's still, you wouldn't know it was 36-0, put it that way.
Well, they're going to bring this one back.
Looked like a holding call.
It's a spot foul, so it's spotted 10 yards from where the foul occurred, and it occurred 5 yards past the line of scrimmage, so that'll bring the ball about 5 yards back from the original line of scrimmage. So mark it at the 27. So Bowers goes in the pistol, and he is going to give it to Zach Lowe up the middle on the trap play, and he busts it out left side. Escapes the tackle, and he could be gone, but he's brought down at about the 5 on the very far side, and the Bulldogs have a man down way on the far sideline.
I will say that Chris Garrison, he's pretty quick. He made the stop for the Bulldogs. He come from the far right side.
Well, I said that a man was down, and I think it was Garrison that I was thinking about, but he popped back up, and he's right back there in the huddle.
Yeah, he's working hard tonight.
So now the ball spotted at the 6-yard line after the Zach Lowe run of 21 yards. Man in motion, Jantz, he gets the toss coming near side, stopped in the backfield for one of the very first few times. Mason Riggs and Andrew Griffin partnering together to stop Jantz in the backfield.
Jantz was looked like he's putting his shoe back on.
A loss of 2 on the play.
Andrew grabbed him by the ankle and kept the shoe.
There's a lot of reserved seats here that are empty that I could go ahead and start naming names because their names are on these seats, but I'm not going to. 9:35 on the clock. 8 yards away, and Clopton goes in motion. This is a quarterback keeper as Bowers tries to do it himself inside the 5, and he's going to be close at about the 4-yard line. And that'll bring up 3rd down.
Dylan Moreau in on the stop.
I'm not going to say Norman Dickey left the game, am I? Wait. It's past his bedtime anyway. 9:05 on the clock. Gunter 4 yards away from some more points here. A handoff up the middle and nothing doing there. Stopped right in the middle. Nice play there by a linebacker. J.C. Helpenstell, the sophomore. Those Helpenstells have been around a long time. That's another one.
They have been.
So 4th down coming up from the 4-yard line and no gain on the carry. 8:35 and rolling here in the 3rd quarter. 36-0, Gunter in the lead. Not the way Howe wanted to start 2017 season. Bauer in the pistol with off to Lowe over the right side. He's in. Touchdown Gunter. Zach Lowe again, this time from 4 yards out. And now you can make it 42-0. Awaiting this 2-point conversion that normally Bauer runs over, and they're going to kick it apparently. So a 4-yard touchdown.
Looks like Jantz is going to hold the ball.
Jantz to hold, Gonzalez to kick. Trying to make it 43-0 here. The kick is up, it's high, it looks good, and it is 43-0. 8:18 left to go in the 3rd, and we're going to take a timeout. Be right back as it's getting kind of ugly. We'll be right back right after this.
I'm attorney Micah Belden, an old school black and white Howe Bulldog. In criminal defense, you need someone who fights like a bulldog. Call me now if you've been investigated, arrested, or charged with a crime in North Texas. My number is 903-744-4252. We'll set up a free consultation. You will find out that I'm rough and I can't get enough. I'm board certified in criminal law by the Texas Board of Principal Office, Sherman, Texas. Visit my website at shermancriminallawyer.com.
Hey, this is Monty Walker. Nothing in this town is a secret for long, but I've got one for you. I know you know all about Abby's Restaurant's Big Time Chicken Fried Steak, but this old bulldog can't get enough of their patty melt and grilled chicken patty melt. Just don't tell them where you heard it. Hey, it's a secret between you and me. Abby's Restaurant is Howe's own small town, small business, family-owned restaurant in the historic downtown district.
Don't tell anybody about their patty melts, because I want one.
Well,
When
I
life
see
is
some.
at its most
I see some
difficult, we
future.
surround our-
I'm out of date. I'm out of practice.
It's all right.
I'm just gonna keep going. I see some future Bulldogs walking up and down the stairs there.
Yeah.
They better get home. They got a game tomorrow.
Yeah, 9 o'clock.
Bo
right.
Stevens, get in bed. Here's Gonzalez's kick. Low line drive kick. Goes over Mason Riggs' head, and he's going to let it go out of bounds. And I think Hudson wanted him to try to make the catch there, but
Ball kicked out of the end zone.
either that or he's upset at an official, and he's upset at an official.
From their own 25-yard line.
You know, I'm glad. I think I enjoy my job up here because we're up here and.
There's something to be said about being this far away from some of the screaming and stuff that goes on down there. I've served my time on the sideline. I've been down on that field enough.
Justin's doing a great job down there too.
8:17 on the clock.
Guys, we got Mason Riggs down here. He's working out a cramp right now here on the sideline.
It is that time of year. We always talk about pickle juice about this time of year. 1st and 10. Cohealy will hand off up the middle, and that's going to be about a yard for Dylan Moreau. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
Met hard in the backfield by Kobe Lapin.
So no gain on the play. Will bring up 2nd down and 10. Howe moving right to left. And clock rolling at 7:56. It just can't roll fast enough at this point. You know, when you're in a game like this, you just want that clock to roll.
You know that. Unfortunately, you just say, "Come on."
So now everybody tied on 2nd and 10. Still in the pistol. 2 backs in the backfield. Arturo Louder in the backfield, and he's going to get the carry here, coming left side, trying to find that edge and can't do it. Knocked down at about the 24-yard line. There's a flag down.
I'm not real sure what happened. It's coming in on the back side of the play. So he picked it up and threw it up here about the 25.
Mason Riggs checks back in. Apparently those cramps are okay, and Louder will check out here for 3rd down or 2nd down, depending on the flag. We'll see what happens here.
Our spotter Stephen Braswell says it's a hold. Hold against the Bulldogs.
Well, raining, pouring, raining some more. So they'll move it back. And they'll spot the ball at the 24-yard line. Was that waved off? They declined the penalty?
It looks like it.
Penalty was declined. 1 man in the backfield is Moreau. Cohealy sends a man in motion, which is Riggs. And Cohealy rolls out right side, throwing the ball down the field, looking for Harvey. Goes up and can't come down with it. He was covered by 2 defenders, including Dylan Jantz.
Dylan Jantz and Zach Lowe.
So it'll be 4th down for Howe, and punting time again. Hunter Cheatham doing the punting for Howe so far tonight, and he'll do it again. And this time he'll stand at about his own 13-yard line, maybe 12 to punt this one away.
Guys, cramps maybe start to set in again. I just saw Dyson Dillard working one out as well. He's back in the game.
Yeah, this time of year, the humidity, even though it's a nice night, it's still this time of year. Here's the punt. It's going to bounce at the 50. Jantz will let it roll, and it's going to roll inside and stop right on the 40-yard line where Cameron Blesseye will touch it and down it, and that's where the Gunter Tigers will start with 7:09 left to go in the 3rd quarter at their own 40.
Looked like Ty Harvey was the snapper on that play.
So no yards, a net 0. Actually, a -1 yards of offense there for Howe on their first possession in the 2nd half. Gunter went 9 plays and 64 yards on their first drive and scored on the Zach Lowe touchdown. So here's Gunter again from their own 40.
Now we've got looks like Harvey taking a breather.
So now Everson comes in at quarterback, and the 2nd team comes in. And this is going to be a handoff up the middle to Peyton Lowe, the younger brother of Zach Lowe, and he's got running room and finally tripped up by Chase Barnett at the 45-yard line. A gain of 15 on 1st down.
A good open field tackle by Chase, but
Chase Barnett.
These cramps are beginning to grab hold here.
1st and 10 for Gunter on the Howe side at the 44-yard line. And this is one of those, you love those great barn burner games to broadcast, to get that first game in your belt, and then it's a hard broadcast to do one that's 43-0. It really is. 1st and 10, and this is going to be the quarterback keeper, Everson, almost brought down at the line of scrimmage, but he escapes the tackle of Andrew Griffin and finally brought down by Cade Courtney after about a 7-yard gain up to the 37-yard line.
Cameron Blesseye and Courtney. That was good open field tackle.
2nd down coming up for the Gunter Tigers as the clock continues to roll. 6:08 on the clock. And again, Jantz and Clopton are out. Bryce Goodson will take his place along with Clayton Reed. So Reed and Goodson replace Jantz and Clopton. Say that 5 times. And this will be Peyton Lowe in the backfield, and that's Reed goes in motion, or that's Goodson rather, and he gets the toss on the option, and he barrels over, lowers his head, and looks like knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, good tackle by the nose guard, Clay Marshall.
Yeah, and Leighton Elvington getting some playing time was in there as well to make the tackle. And the ball will be spotted at the 32-yard line. 5-yard gain there by Goodson, who again is playing in place right now as the score has gotten out of hand a little bit, 43-0 here in the third quarter. So here goes Everson, and he's going to keep it himself. We've seen Bauer do this several times. Everson not quite as big as Bauer, will gain maybe a couple of yards. Everson is 6 foot, 160 pounds, whereas Bauer, the starting quarterback, is 6'1", 211. So a huge difference of about 50 pounds there by the quarterbacks.
J.C. Hippenstall in on the stop for the Bulldogs.
Hey guys, I was going to tell you, Ty Harvey is here on the sidelines with some kind of arm injury right now. He's got the pads off, the ice on. Trainers are looking at him.
Well, that's not good. You don't want to lose your number one option in the receiving game. He does have ice on his right shoulder. Obviously, don't want to speculate as to what that might be. Nobody knows. 4:33 on the clock as a timeout has been called. We'll take 1-2 back in a moment right after this.
Hey, this is Monty Walker. Nothing in this town is a secret for long, but I've got one for you. I know you know all about Abby's Restaurant's Big Time Chicken Fried Steak, but this old bulldog can't get enough of their patty melt and grilled chicken patty melt. Just don't tell them where you heard it. Hey, it's a secret between you and me. Abby's Restaurant is Howe's own small town, small business, family-owned restaurant in the historic downtown district.
Don't tell anybody about their patty melts, because I want one.
When life is at its most difficult, we surround ourselves with people who are kind, compassionate, and understanding. At Scoggins Funeral and Crematory, Tommy and Bobby K. Scoggins are those people. When tragedy hits, they will work for you and take care of what needs to be done for your loved ones. For more information about their services, visit ScogginsFuneralHome.com or call them at 903-482-5225. Scoggins Funeral Home. Their loving staff will take care of you and your loved ones.
Welcome back. It's third down and about 5 after a short play there.
That was a quick play right there. Clay Marshall in on the stop for the Bulldogs. Looked like number 13, Clayton Reed.
It's about a 2-yard gain by Reed, and now Everson comes back to the line of scrimmage on third and about 6. This is going to be a toss. Back to Reed again, and he'll cut it right up the middle. It looks like a toss sweep, but it's a toss trap. And as soon as he gets the toss and you think he's going wide to the left, he'll cut it and go straight up the middle because that's where they're trapping the nose guard. And it'll be 4th and about 1 here at the 23-yard line. 4-yard gain on that play. So 4th and 1, the gunner's going to go for it. Everson in the pistol, man in motion, and they're going to give it up the middle, and a first down by Lowe. I believe that's Peyton Lowe on the carry, and that will move the sticks for the Gunter Tigers. And that will move the ball inside the Howe 20 at the 19-yard line, and the clock is running.
First down for the Tigers.
3:17 and rolling here in the third quarter. 43-0 Howe. I'm used to saying Howe on top.
Right.
Not this time. Gunter on top tonight.
Looks like you got Devin Porter in playing defensive end.
Man in motion is Reed, and this time Everson, the quarterback keeper, is going to roll out to the right side, have a lot of room inside the 10, and finally brought down at about the 7-yard line. So a gain right there of 12 yards on the quarterback keeper around the right edge.
Leighton Elvington and Cade Courtney in on the stop.
You know, we haven't talked a whole lot about the new defensive coordinators, but, you know, welcome to Howe. You got to play the state champions.
Right.
It's not a fortuitous situation to be in your very first debut game as the Howe Bulldogs defensive coordinator. That's a challenge. Everson in the gun, man in motion is Reed, and they're going to hand off up the middle, and that is Peyton Lowe, and he is in for the touchdown of the 7 or 6 yard variety. Lowe scores, and that ups the Gunter tally to currently 49-0, awaiting this PAT, which Gonzalez was successful on a moment ago, and Jantz will hold. So at the moment, it's 49. And we'll see what Gonzalez does here. A late Tiger running into the game at the right tackle position. He'll get set. Now he is. 7 on the play clock. Jantz holds. The kick is up, and it looks like it's good. It looked like it was going to go wide left, but it made it inside the pole. 50-0. Hello, Gunter Tigers. We're going to take a quick timeout and be right back right after this.
You are invited to the one and only Bucks North Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne, Texas. Your friends and neighbors say it's the best barbecue in North Texas. Now it's your turn to decide. Come taste the difference of Bucks North Barbecue. For complete store information, including menu, location, and hours, click on bucksnorthbarbecue.com. That's bucksnorthbbq.com. Bucks North Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne is a proud supporter of the Howe Bulldogs.
This is Michael Mosier inviting you to support your local Howe Athletic Booster Club. I may not be able to pronounce Enrique Comlero, but I can tell you that he played for Howe. He would need your support. Memberships are $25 and are available at all home games. Your membership benefits not just high school programs, but also middle school sports. Please support your hometown kids, even ones that might have a name like Aljundo Dankenstater.
Welcome back. Aljundo Dankenstater.
You know, I hope I don't have to say that name this year. That's a tough one right there.
Gonzalez to boot away the Tech Wave kickoff. It's going to be high and deep and hit about 1 yard before it goes out of the end zone as Andrew Griff watches it go. And Howe will start once again deep in their own territory at the 20-yard line. And there's 2:15 on the clock, and it is 50-0.
Bulldog ball at the
Gunter
Bulldog
in the lead.
line.
You know, this is one of those games that, boy, you just hate to see a 50-0.
Yeah, that's a little bit demoralizing as you start. And we probably won't ask Justin White to interview Coach Hudson after this game, as there is a pass to Devin Porter from Cohealy, and Porter's got some room to the 45, brought down shy of midfield to the 49-yard line. And you know, Coach Zach Hudson talked a lot about the big tight end option, and there he is. Devin Porter signals first down for Howe.
Devin Porter.
Great open field block by Chase Barnett that freed him up for another probably 10 or 15 yards.
29-yard pass and catch from Cohealy to Devin Porter, and with Ty Harvey out, Porter's going to have to be a significant factor in the passing game, you would think. And this is going to be Cohealy wanting to throw down, and it's going to be incomplete. Looking for Porter again near the first down marker, but there were several white jerseys around Porter that time. Somewhat of a dangerous throw, but it comes up incomplete. Second down and 10 coming up from the 49-yard line. And there's exactly 2 minutes on the clock here in the third quarter.
You know, Devin Porter comes in at 6'3", 220, matched up with Lake Reed, 5'10", 165 pounds.
2 men in the backfield with Cohealy. And he's going to turn and hand to Andrew Griffin, good for about 3 or 4 yards. And that's the kind of run game that we've seen in the past from the Howe Bulldogs, where at least momentum will give you at least 4 yards. And that's what took place right there is Andrew Griffin, but now he checks out of the game as Howe has crossed the midfield stripe now at the Gunter Tiger 47-yard line. And again, we probably will not talk to players after the game or Coach Hudson. Just not really the right night to introduce our sideline guy, Justin, to that kind of volatility. What is that?
Well, yeah.
Is that right? Is that the right word?
Hey, it sounds right
to
me.
Something.
Sounds right to me. It's a good word.
Hostility.
There you go.
Something. All right, rolling out near side, Cohealy. Under pressure, just kind of flips it out to Porter. It's incomplete. Looked like a little Tony Romo play there as Cohealy was coming down. Looked like he was going to throw the ball, and then at the last second just kind of flicked it. Very Tony Romo-like, but it fell incomplete. And the freshman quarterback will kind of tuck his head a little bit and limp back to the midfield stripe as it's going to be 4th down and punting time for the Howe Bulldogs on 4th and about 6.
You know, it may still be freshman jitters, but, you know, we'll see.
Yeah, he comes over to talk to offensive coordinator Michael Hartsfield, who puts his hand on his back, says a few words for him of encouragement. And Hunter Cheatham, meanwhile, punts this one inside the 20, rolls out of bounds near the 15-yard line, and that's about where Gunter will take over deep in their own territory to start this possession with 1:03 left to go in the third quarter.
Cheatham's.
You know, look like Cohealy may be a little frustrated, but you know, to me, it would probably be a big step coming from middle school level to, you know, a Friday night state championship. Let's hope we can, you know, we're the state, we're taking on state champions. Let's see what happens.
That is definitely a step up
you know,
from 8th grade football to the defending state champions. So now the Walkers are saying goodbye. They've going to try to beat the fourth quarter traffic out of Howe. Maybe they're heading some gas. Quick check. If there's any there. So the ball spotted at the 15. Gunter moving left to right. Everson still the quarterback, and he rolls out left side. He's got room, and it looks like he's going to be finally drug out of bounds by Hunter Cheatham, but not before about a 14-yard gain for the backup quarterback.
Hunter Cheatham, number 7, in on the stop.
So they'll spot it at the 31-yard line, so make it a 16-yard gain for Everson. 1st and 10, left to right. 56 seconds on the third quarter clock, and it did stop because the ball carrier got out of bounds. And now a new quarterback. And that apparently is going to be David Denton. And there will be a handoff up the middle. Not a whole lot happening there, as I believe that was Reed on the carry, gain of maybe a 2.
Number 45.
JC
that was actually
Guys, I don't want to be Debbie Downer here, but you got to wonder here at the end of the third quarter, I wonder if Coach Hudson would be willing to do a running clock here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, I don't know. That's not a decision that Zach Hudson is familiar with, and we have not been around him in those situations. So, you know, Howe has been very, very tough to beat over the years and win most all of their games handedly. And Cameron Blesseye makes a great play right there in the backfield to get, I believe that was the ball carrier, Clayton Reed, who's going to be thrown down for a loss. And now it looks like a Bulldog is down out there, and we'll have to check. Meanwhile, Justin, that's a good topic, and I don't know what Zach Hudson will allow to do. He's a very proud man, and to tell your opponent and to tell the officials to go ahead and roll the clock, you know, that's a tough decision to make. So it looks like Cameron Blesseye.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think that's Cameron Blesseye who's down.
It's all the way across the field. It's hard to see, and even up here, we don't have a very high trajectory, but we just see that it's way across the field, and now he gets up and he runs off, so apparently Blesseye is going to be okay. But that, my friends, will end the third quarter, and we are headed to the fourth. We'll be right back.
Carrie's Coffee Co. in historic downtown Van Alstyne next to the post office is the #1 coffee shop hotspot, serving Bulldogs, Panthers, and mascots everywhere. Carrie's Coffee Co. offers a variety of organic coffee and non-coffee beverages. Come visit Carrie's Coffee Co. in downtown Van Alstyne next to the post office. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Curie's Coffee Co. is Texas quality.
Cavender Home Theater has the latest from Dish. New customers get free movies and HBO for a year. Get the multi-sports pack with NFL Red Zone free and the Amazon Alexa free. Existing customers can get the Alexa free too. Just refer a friend to Cavender Home Theater and we'll make sure you get one. Our Hopper 3 has 16 tuners, picture-in-picture with 4 screens, 2 terabyte hard drive, and voice control with Alexa. Cable can't do that. DirecTV can't do that. Come by our showroom or visit CavenderTV.com today.
We start the fourth quarter with an illegal procedure against Gunter, and they'll move the ball back 5 yards from the 31 to the 26.
Looks like right tackle Chandler Wade in on that play. He jumped off sides.
So 11:53 to left to go in this game. 50-0. Gunter in the lead. The man in motion is that's going to be the outside runner, which is Goodson, and he'll be stopped in the backfield. A nice play there.
Andrew Griffin in on the stop.
Chase Harvey also close to the play, and one of the very few times Gunter stopped in the backfield, and for the first time tonight they'll punt. Ball at the 21-yard line. And it looks like Zach Lowe to do the punting, and he will. It's a high, wobbly kick, going to bounce. Andrew Griffin called for the fair catch, but got away from it and let it bounce and roll finally inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Ball is
on the Howe side of the field, and that's where the Bulldogs will take over with 11:07 left to go in the game and try to muster some kind of offense here, as Howe has really just been stymied on the offensive side and really had not much luck on the defensive side either tonight. It's just been one of those nights. Sometimes, Coach Hudson said in the coaches show this morning that, talking about last year, fumbling a couple of times early in the game and kind of giving Gunter a couple of touchdowns to start the game, and said sometimes it's just not your night. And maybe tonight, just not your night. Chase Barnett split out wide right. Cole Healy looking that way, and he wants to run. And he's got the 40 and spins, and it's going to be brought down at about a 43-yard line.
Keeper, number 2.
And
Cole Healy.
About a 4-yard run by the freshman quarterback. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 6. Cole Healy now looks over to the sideline, awaiting the play to be run in, and Michael Hartsfield brings it in through Kate Courtney.
Gunners run in a lot of their second team, backups. Get them on time. 2nd down and 6 coming up. 10:25 and rolling here in the fourth quarter, and this is going to be a toss to Dylan Moreau on the left edge, and he's going to gain about 3 or 4 yards, close to a first down, maybe a yard or two short, and about a yard or two short of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Moreau, number 12, the ball carrier. For a first down.
So a 5-yard gain, bring up 3rd and 1.
Grant Gilbert in on the stop for the Tigers.
So Cole Healy awaits the play, and Chase Barnett runs it in. 9:54 on the clock, and again, it's fun times across the way in the sea of blue, and not so fun times over here on the near side, as all the reserve seating has just about left. Only Buck Rose sits in the stands right here near us, but there's a lot of people still that are here, but only in the reserve seating, it just appears to be Buck Rose by himself. And here's a toss, and it's going to be 4th down after no gain. So ball still at the 48-yard line.
This is this riverboat gambler time, and he's going to go for it.
Yeah, at this point, I mean,
why not?
It's not really a riverboat gambler situation, but hey, if you just at least 4th and inches, you got to pick this one up, right?
Right.
From the pistol, Cole Healy, and he's going to turn and hand, and first down, Andrew Griffin across the 50 to the 49-yard line.
Andrew Griffin, first down for the Dogs.
So switching from one side to the other of the midfield strike.
Maybe not riverboat gambler time, but maybe good confidence time.
Yeah,
it's 50-0, and they're feeling. These Bulldogs are feeling a little defeated and it kind of gives them a little bit of confidence. They have nothing to be ashamed of.
Oh, absolutely not. Nothing to hang your hat about when you come up against the 16-0 defending state champions. I mean, that's a whole different ball game. And now Cohealy's under pressure and just throws it out. And that's Devin Porter. And that was a Tony Romo throw across the first down marker. And Devin Porter gets up, signals first down, a la Michael Irvin. And that'll spot the ball at the 36-yard line.
Good block by number 17.
Again, Cohealy, one of these guys, he's like you wonder, okay, what kind of quarterback is he going to be? Well, it appears like he's going to be some kind of a Tony Romo type of, let's flick it out here under pressure.
Right.
And that was what that was. 1st and 10, handoff up the middle. Griffin still fighting forward. The ball came out at the 31-yard line. I believe he was able to get back on it, and he did. A nice run of about 5 yards by Andrew Griffin. Take the ball to the 31.
Guys, an interesting exchange here. Dyson Dillard was face down on the sidelines getting a cramp worked out. One of the coaches came over and said, "Are you out or are you in?" He said, "I'm in, coach," while he's laying down on the ground getting that cramp rubbed out. Now he's over here just walking up and down the sidelines trying to loosen that thing up.
Well, that's a great report right there, Justin. And that's a great attitude to have if you're Dyson Dillard. You want to say, "I'm in, coach." You don't want to say, "I'm out." Cohealy from the pistol, and he's going to hand off to Mason Riggs for one of the few times tonight, and Riggs will gain a few yards for one of the few times tonight, but there's a flag down on the far side of the field.
We have a penalty flag thrown. Offsides is the call against the Tigers.
Roger Tidwell filled us in on that one.
Well, the ball will be moved up after the penalty. They'll probably take the penalty because it was only about a 3-yard gain. I would imagine they will step this one off. Well, or not. They're not going to take the penalty. They're just going to take are they? Yes, they are. They're going to take the penalty. Offsides on Gunter. I thought for a moment it looked like Zach Hudson went like that, just kind of flicked his hand at him as if to say, "Nah, whatever."
Right.
But apparently that was a different conversation, as they did mark the penalty off, and they'll spot the ball now at the 26-yard line. Cohealy, 2 men in the backfield. One is Dylan Moreau. He'll get the toss here. Looking for a block from Mason Riggs. Gets in the way, and Moreau has enough for close to a first down. A nice run there by Moreau, and Riggs on the edge kind of sealed it for him.
Dylan Moreau, number 12.
And that will move the sticks as Moreau has about the 15-yard line. About an 11-yard run there by the fullback.
Yeah, that was a good run. Good blocking on the left side there for the Bulldogs.
Moreau, a 4-year starter, which is very rare.
Yes.
A 4-year player. I'm not sure he started his freshman year, but he's a 4-year player. Got plenty of action in his freshman year on defense at the linebacker position, and he is the fullback here on first down in the fourth quarter. 50-0 to Gunter with 6:02 left to go in the game. Riggs in motion. Moreau 10. He's got the 5. Kiss him goodbye. It is touchdown time in Texas. Dylan Moreau punches it in.
Great blocking out here on this outside edge by the Bulldogs. Mason Riggs.
And now you will see for the first time ever, the female extra point kicker, Callie Vick, comes on the field to tee it up. Hunter Cheatham to hold. Callie Vick in the extra point position. Low snap, and this one is going to be blocked as the snap was bad. Hunter Cheatham took a long time getting it on the tee, and the ball was kicked right at the defender, and it is no good. So 6 points for the Bulldogs, but the extra point is no good. We'll take a quick timeout. Be right back.
Calling all Bulldog fans to come down to the Sonic in Howe for half-price shakes after 8 and open until midnight. Home games only.
where you get great food and big smiles, and a little message for our Howe Bulldog football players. Go Bulldogs, fight Bulldogs, win, win, win. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
I'm attorney Micah Belden, an old school black and white Howe Bulldog. In criminal defense, you need someone who fights like a bulldog. Call me now if you've been investigated, arrested, or charged with a crime in North Texas. My number is 903-744-4252. We'll set up a free consultation. You will find out that I'm rough, tough, and I can't get enough. I'm board certified in criminal law by the Texas Board of Legal Specialization, Principal Office, Sherman, Texas. Visit my website at shermancriminallawyer.com.
Hey, this is Monty Walker. Welcome back to Bulldog Stadium, where the Bulldogs have just went on the board, got a crooked number on the scoreboard under Howe for the first time so far this year by way of a Dylan Moreau 6-yard touchdown. And the extra point by Callie Vick, no good. It was blocked. It was a low snap. Again, Ty Harvey out of the game, who snaps a lot of the times. And the ball's on the turf. Gunter called for a fair catch, and it was Bryson Rigsby who called for it. He did that once earlier, and the ball was on the turf. He does it again, and this time it was recovered by Gunter. And how the Tigers will start from their own 28-yard line.
And I'm pretty sure that Kirby Cohealy kicked that ball on that kickoff.
22nd possession of the game.
20 seconds.
22 possessions in this game, and that is a lot. That's a lot.
It is.
That's a lot of possessions in a four-quarter football game, especially for Howe, who's not normally has that many possessions. And here is a handoff up the middle. Devin Porter right there to bring down the ball carrier in the backfield. That's going to be a loss. They'll actually give him forward progress back to the line of scrimmage. But Porter, nice play there to bring down the running back.
Defensive stand by the Bulldog defense.
So it'll still be 1st and 10. So Justin White, talk about your first ever Howe Bulldog football game. What do you think?
I like it. A lot of school spirit here, and still people in the crowd here, even though we're down 50 to 6 right now. Still a lot of Howe faithful still here on a Friday night.
You got to love Buck Rose sitting over here in the reserve section. Here's a toss, right side, brought down from behind. That might have been Dyson Dillard. We'll have to check and see which 70 number that is.
It is actually Jared Ing has checked into the game, and he made the tackle.
I think Dillard was back out there too, right in the mix there. And that's good to see. 3rd down and long, 3rd and 9 coming up for the Gunter Tigers.
Guys, I was going to say a while ago, good showmanship here by Bulldog teammates when Callie Vick came off the sidelines. A lot of them were patting her on the back and telling her it was okay, and it was not that last extra point that she missed was not her fault, that the snap was bad.
That's good to see. 3rd and 9 coming up. Denton, the quarterback, is going to hand off. No, he's going to keep it around the right edge, and he is absolutely drilled for a yard loss, and it'll be punt time for the Gunter Tigers.
That's J.C. Heppenstall. I wonder where he learned to do that.
I tell you what, it looks like he's going to be an absolute really good linebacker for the Howe Bulldogs. 4:12 on the clock, and it's punt time again for Zach Lowe.
I think he may have took some notes from his brothers.
He might have. Here's a low wobbly kick going to bounce in the Gunter side at about the 42-yard line, and Howe will take over there. And what could be their final possession of the night. There's 3:54 on the clock.
Bulldogs now will take over.
And they'll start
from the 42-yard line.
As Roger Tidwell says, from their own 42-yard line. Just, it's just one of those nights. There's just, you got to kind of turn your crowd mic up a little bit more, and it's just one of those nights.
Yep.
Luckily for Howe Bulldog fans, you don't get many of these. These are rare in the past 3 or 4 years. 1st and 10, left to right. Riggs goes in motion, toss right side. That's Andrew Griffin. He's going to be caught from behind. still great speed. Even though Jansen and Clopton are out, their replacements are really fast. And that one is Clayton Reed, and he's really fast. And that's going to be about a 5-yard loss.
Stop made by number 13, Clayton Reed.
Now the ball spotted at the 37-yard line.
You know, you build on your mistakes, and Coach Hudson will build on those mistakes. These boys they'll build on these mistakes and they'll clean them up.
So 3rd and 15 coming up after the 5-yard loss on the tackle of Andrew Griffin. So Healy still in the game, handoff right up the middle. He got a great block right there. Mason Riggs got a seam to the 50, 45, 40. Trying to make one cut, does, to the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Kissing goodbye. It is touchdown time in Texas. 58 yards by Mason Riggs.
Mason Riggs.
63 yards rather. And Riggs needed to step aside one defender at about the 30-yard line and did. And here comes Callie Vick. Let's get a good snap. Cheatham to hold. It's on the tee. Can't hold it again. And now Viggs too late. And it's going to be blocked again. And this time it's going to be downed, kicked over, and now finally downed at the goal line. And I tell you what, it was a terrible snap and a worse hold. You know, but again, not her fault.
Right. And, you know, it's been a long time since I played ball. I know, looking around, I'm probably the oldest in the room. But, you know, your holder, unfortunately, your holder can't wear gloves. Gloves have always been, to me, an unnecessary thing.
So Gunter will receive the tech wave, and now the Bulldogs have punched another 6 on the board. You'd love to see Callie Vick just get an opportunity, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, well, she has had 2 opportunities, but you'd love to see a nice snap and a nice hold. But you have to remember, Ty Harvey does a lot of the snapping.
Right.
And with Ty Harvey with an ice on his shoulder, you don't know the situation of who's snapping and what the situation is. So, but I tell you what, it's good to see her on the field and get that opportunity, and what a moment. And it absolutely is not her fault that she's talking to Austin Lee over there on the sidelines, along with Leighton Elvington. And now Logan Elvington into the conversation. And you're right, Co Healy's doing some kicking tonight.
I think he's just about done it all.
And the kick is going to be a low kick, going to be fair called for by Ethan Everson, and going to be down right there at the 29-yard line, thereabouts. About the 29-yard line is where Gunter will start. And there is exactly 3 minutes on the clock. So it'll be killing clock time here for the Gunter Tigers, I'm sure. Up 50-12 here at Bulldog Stadium. That is a great team across the way.
It is. They are.
Howe Bulldogs are a good football team too. But we'll see that on down the road when we stop playing these kind of teams.
Right.
This is going to be Denton sends a man in motion. This is going to be the toss trap again, brought down in the backfield. Helping Stell again. On the carry was Clayton Reed. And they'll actually give Reed momentum about a half-yard gain. Second down to 9.5 coming up.
Back to Heffenstall, he's got some big shoes to follow. His brothers Tim and Mike both were they were very good.
They absolutely were, and it appears that the younger helping still is going to fit right in nicely with this football team. Here's a toss, and it's actually a toss. Trying to find the edge, and look out. Lots of speed on that edge is Bryce Goodson, and he'll be brought down at the midfield stripe. So what looks like a 21-yard gain on the outside by Goodson there. And yeah, I don't think it's time tonight to do any post-game interviews or talk to coaches tonight. We'll probably skip that one, Justin. We'll let you get out of here.
I was going to tell you guys I was willing to do it, but I was going to ask you to pray for me.
We definitely will do that.
Every night I can tell for coaches and players.
Yeah. No, probably not a good night for that. We'll get to the celebration post-game interviews at a later date. And here's Denton, handoff up the middle, and a new back, and he is corralled. Nothing doing there for Parker Gaines, who got the carry. Parker Gaines gained 0 on that carry. It'll be 2nd down and 10 coming up with a $1:11 left to go. Oh, no, speaking of Buck Rose is leaving.
Oh, no.
Buck Rose, you were hanging around till the very end. Why not wait 1 minute and 1 second? Come on.
Yeah. Maybe he'll stop it before he gets to the stairs.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
Hey, I bet Steven's doing a lot of walking now. I bet he can run him down.
Yeah, I bet so. And now the victory formation for the Gunter Tigers. As 42 seconds on the clock, they'll take a knee there, Denton. And they'll push this one back to about the 45-yard line. The loss on the knee. And that's going to be it. 25, they're not even going to snap it again. Normally they would snap it, but not tonight. No need tonight. Zach Lowe will lead the charge for the Gunter today as they shake hands from across the field. And Howe Bulldogs, you have nothing to hang your heads about tonight. You just ran across a buzzsaw in the Gunter Tigers, who were probably on their way to another state championship in Class 3A Division II. It would not surprise me in the least to see that happen with this group that I've seen on the field tonight. They are so very fast. And what a great game the Gunter Tigers played tonight. And I can't wait to see the Howe Bulldogs lick their wounds and show up next week. And it'll be a different situation when they play the Jackrabbits of Bowie.
Yeah, it will.
So Coach Hudson is gathering the troops over there at the 25-yard line. Do the normal routine of the school fight song, and then he'll talk to his players. And we'll give you the school song right now as they start firing that one up. Kind of a somber, fight song than what we've seen in years past around here lately. But, hey, like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing them lick the wounds and come up next week and show a totally different Howe Bulldog team than what we've seen tonight.
Oh, we will. Like I say, Coach Hudson and his staff will go in. They'll make the adjustments they need to make, and we'll see a whole lot different now. We'll see a different set of Bulldogs.
Yeah, it ought to be fun. As the broadcast crew exits, Roger Tidwell and the crew.
They keep trying to take our sign. We gotta watch them. They're trying to grab that sign.
Well, we're going to end this one pretty quickly tonight. We're not going to hang around. We'll just talk about the 50-12 score. There's some highlights. It was good to see Kirby Cohealy and his debut tonight. His first completed pass was to Ty Harvey on a big play on the far side. That was fun to see. Mason Riggs with a a long, I believe it was a 63-yard run in the fourth quarter, and a Dylan Moreau touchdown just moments before that. So some highlights. There are some of those, but there are a lot of Gunter highlights tonight as well. And we will not mention any more about that.
Right. We'll regroup, and I think you'll see a different. I think we'll see the Bulldogs of old.
Well, we hope all is well with the injuries that took place tonight. Some cramps and then some banged up shoulders, perhaps, and maybe they'll be better for next week. And you hope the Ty Harvey is not, nothing serious there, because that's a huge weapon for your football team. But for Stephen Braswell, for Michael Mosier, for Justin White, who made his Howe Enterprise broadcast debut tonight.
Which we lost him, by the way.
He's probably on his way up here fighting the traffic somewhere.
I'm here, guys.
There he is. But you did a great job tonight, Justin.
Thank you, guys. Good to be with you. Looking forward to a great season.
It's going to be fun, and we're going to turn this bus around here pretty quickly, and we're going to have a great season, and it's going to go well into November. I can just feel it because there's talented pieces to the puzzle here tonight.
There he is.
All right, for everyone who's been a part of this one, including Michael Mosier and including Stephen Braswell and Justin White, I am Monty Walker, and we will see you next week in Bowie, Texas.
This has been a Grayson Publishing presentation.
Barrels over a defender into the end zone. It's touchdown time in Texas.
Howe Bulldogs football has been brought to you by Cavender Home Theater, Sonic of Howe, Scoggins Funeral Home, Kiri's Coffee Company.
The Bulldog fans are on their feet. Both sides at full throat. 4th and 2.
Howe Bulldog football is also brought to you in part by Buck Snort Barbecue, Abby's Restaurant, Attorney Micah Belden, and the Howe Athletic Booster Club.